the family events, mealtimes, bedtimes. I take care of all the things everyone else needs. But I haven't made time to take care of what I need.
Family caregivers are often overloaded. It can feel overwhelming and exhausting. It's no surprise that millions of caregivers experience symptoms of anxiety and depression every year. But help is available, because there may only be one you, but you don't have to do it alone. Head to mentalhealthcareworks.org. That's mentalhealthcareworks.org to learn how to get the support you deserve, because mental health care works when you make the call. If you're experiencing a mental health crisis or thoughts of suicide, dial 988, a message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
All of your favorite 1017 The Truth content whenever you want. The Truth app has it all. The Truth is on 1017 and 1510 WGKB Waukesha, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. The place for the realest conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously.
Yes.
Dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we stay in our cell. We get fed in our cell. We don't come out our cell at all, and that's pretty much the biggest problem. And they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tori? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the lines, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother, Black Power, to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tori Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. Hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Big up to you both. Thank you so much. Tori, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering,
Awesome.
Where's Tori? Like,
I wanted to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cup. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
Now, live from the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tori Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah, Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tori Lowe, the truth, from 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah, Tori Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We about that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tori Lowe.
Tory Lowe Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. And I'm here for the action.
And nothing but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The marathon continues.
The movement continues.
How y'all doing out there in Radio Land? How y'all doing in the chat? We got another powerful show for you today. So I'm gonna need y'all to open up your ears, okay? Hey, look, thank you for joining me. It's a Wednesday, on this beautiful Wednesday, May 20th, 2026. We got a lot to cover on the show today. And we got Wednesday, 2 more days. We down to 2 more days after this where, the Tory Lowe Show will be moving into another space. Not continuing on with the truth, but moving into another space. But like I said, salute to Truth Nation. I appreciate it. It's no words that I can explain how beautiful and amazing this journey these past 5 years was on the radio, dealing with the community in this space, in this platform. It was just so first class. So first class. I mean, the things that we were able to do is just, I still don't think I can even tell it all. Sometimes I forget as much stuff that we were able to kind of put in these last 5 years. How can't even remember. The number of families that calling me now, worried about how we gonna move forward. I keep telling everybody, calm down. We gonna be all right. It's gonna be okay. But just at the end of the day, just the amazing families that have been calling me, reaching out, because they're hearing that, the Tory Lowe Show will no longer be in this space. And I said, come on now. Some of them families, I said, before I even got on the radio, where did you meet me? I was on the block. So don't do that. Don't act like something is going to stop the movement, because the movement was already moving and it will continue to move on in other spaces. But like I said, just enjoy what we were able to do. Sometimes when you get to a point where you are done a lot, you keep moving, but you don't reflect on what things were able to be done in a positive way. So you got to take that time. And I'm taking my time, Andrew. These next couple of days, I'm going to take my time and really enjoy talking to Truth Nation and allowing myself to kind of just reminisce on all of the great things that we were able to pull off. That's why I say, since Monday, you can always call in and tell me your favorite moment on the truth. Don't wait till Friday, because it's going to be a lot going on Friday. That's why I open up the lines. So y'all can have the freedom and the time to talk about it. If y'all had any favorite moments, feel free, 833-212-1017, about our journey right here on 1017 The Truth. But I don't know. Friday might be, there's a lot going on. There'll be a lot of moving parts on the last show. Andrew, you think we're going to have time to take people on the last, we think we may have a little time to take some callers on Friday?
I knew that was going to happen, so right. I have a built-in segment for the callers.
Oh, okay. So I'm just trying to let y'all know, okay, because this now y'all can take a minute and a half and explain right now, okay? So it is what it is. The lines are open, 833-212-1017 for all of that jazz. Who we got in the chat? I love the chat. The chat has grown to be a part of the show. Sincere Running Ray Real, Salute King. I appreciate you for all the support. Kawanda, she says, I'm here. Josh in the chat, salute and respect the Tory Lowe, the realest, and of course the Truth Nation. Salute
Josh for being faithful in the chat. Jeff says, good afternoon and salute to everyone. Salute to you, Jeff, as you've been so consistent with coming into the chat, adding to the conversation. Not really a city girl. You go, girl. This is an active listener now. She done showed up to a couple protests, especially with the daycare, with the baby with the cocaine's found in the system. Not really a city girl, was out there on the front lines. I'm trying to tell you, I love having an active. See, the people I hang out with, they get busy. All my friends are active. If you want to be, I get around people that's active. So, and that's the best thing that I could have had was an active listening audience. Zay Tashay, salute to you. He says, good afternoon, folks. Consistent. Josh, I want to back up about Josh. Josh has been so consistent with the chat and adding to the conversations and dealing with just the bots. Josh kind of became one of the people that would make sure that them bots know that we know that they was in the chat. Salute. Just so amazing. All of the things that, all of the people that have just added to the texture of what was going on. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It's just one of those things. It may be the last time on this platform. Hey, hit the like and subscribe button. Kimberly in the chat, good afternoon, Truth Nation. Kimberly says, good afternoon. Hey, so Friday, don't forget, Friday at 4:30, we'll be in the 3rd Street Market Hall. We're going to be having a blast from 4:30 to 7:30. And if it's powerful, we might go to 8:30, if it's powerful. Even if it's powerful or not, we're going to have a great time. But, at some, I always say, like, a couple hours is always fun to have time out. But like I said, sometimes people want to, we might be able to do a little bit more. I was just talking to the people that own the 3rd Street Market Hall and let them know. I let them know, Andrew, that we was going to be out in the Market Hall and it was going to be the last show. So I talked to the Big O and we going to see. There might be something extra going on. PH7601 says, what up? When we come back, we're going to get into the show, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
And that's Tory Lowe, bringing you all the action and all the smoke. Milwaukee Black Talk.
You don't want to be there. You don't like the work. You don't like the people. Now, there are some differences. The only difference is modern American slavery and capitalism versus 19th century. We were dramatically more primitive back then. And a slave that is able to buy their freedom is the same as the disaffected, disgruntled worker that is able to buy their way into entrepreneurship because that for them is freedom.
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on where you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit defending the environment and people's health. Until justice stands for all, our lawyers will never rest. More at earthjustice.org/neverrest. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Now that I'm retired, I'm worried about making ends meet. Food, medicine, and rent cost more every day. And that's why I used benefitscheckup.org. It connected me to an extra $1,000 a month. Benefitscheckup.org is a free service from the National Council on Aging. If you're on a fixed income, benefitscheckup.org might help you too. For free. Visit today.
Tacos and Tequila Festival, Saturday, May 30th at Franklin Field, featuring live performances by Rick Ross, Genuine, Soulja Boy, Frankie J, Mims, Petey Pablo, Jaquan, and Milwaukee's very own Big Frank. It's Milwaukee's biggest throwback party of the summer, all for $29. There will be craft margaritas, Milwaukee's best taco vendors, authentic Lucha Libre wrestling, an exotic car showcase, a Chihuahua beauty pageant, art installations, and so much more. Tacos and Tequila Festival, Saturday, May 30th. Get your tickets now at tacosandtequilafestival.com.
In Milwaukee County, equity means making sure everyone has a real chance to thrive. That's why the Milwaukee County Office of Equity works to help remove barriers, strengthen community connections, and support fair access to opportunities across Milwaukee County. Want to learn what they do, explore resources, or find ways to get involved? Just search Milwaukee County Office of Equity online. Milwaukee County Office of Equity, advancing equity for all Milwaukee County residents. For more information, search Milwaukee County Office of Equity online.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The people's champ. Yeah. Yeah. Who the people's champ? Tory Lowe. When it all goes wrong, where the people go? Tory Lowe. Who was speaking up for those people in the ghetto? Tory Lowe. Who was out in Kenosha on the front line in the snow? Tory Lowe. Who out here righting the wrongs and shining light on these folks? Tory Lowe. Who the biggest advocate that Milwaukee has ever known? Tory Lowe. Who out here finding these babies and bringing them back home? Yo, Tory Lowe. If you don't know, then you know. Who gon' be right there with you in that hospital when you shot up? Tory Lowe. Who gon' find a child molester that touched your daughter? Tory Lowe. Who gon' help you out when that landlord put you out of that apartment? Tory Lowe. When your son need a transplant, who gon' find that organ? Tory Lowe. Who out here shutting down the streets with no permit? Tory Lowe. Who the biggest activists out here that's independent? Tory Lowe. Who you gon' call if you end up missing? Tory Lowe. Who put this all together? Me, that's who? Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. I want to head over to Charlotte, North Carolina, where it's a controversy going on. It's the end of a high school track, and they're saying that a hand gesture by a Millard Creek High School track student that cost the team their third straight championship. There's a lot of controversy over this because they're saying that there was some hate on this track team because they were destined to win their third straight, but before the runner crossed the line, he raised his hand. And they said that he's disqualified for doing that. A lot of people are upset with this decision. They're saying that no track runner should be making any gestures before they cross the finish line. I don't know, because I didn't see athletes look at somebody, if they while they crossing the line, they looked at, let them know, hey, they looking them in the eye while they crossing the finish line. But I guess you can't make any gestures. We got the story. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. A lot of people upset with this one. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. Let's listen.
The State High School Athletic Association reiterated its stance in a new statement today when they said the decision officials made at this meet are final. However, under state law, Mallard Creek can still challenge this call with an independent board appointed by the state superintendent. That's what they're doing now. Now, for reference, this was the moment that brought us here. During the state championship last week, an official disqualified Mallard Creek senior Nyan Brown once he did this. There is the gesture. Brown's coach told me he was holding up the number 5, and this would have been Mallard Creek men's 5th state title. Now, a key reason Mallard Creek can even challenge this further is because Brown was disqualified. That process is outlined right here in the board's policy manual under ATHL 013. Now, an interesting note here, the policy says they can actually speed up the process if the ruling were to affect a coach or student athlete being able to participate. That is not the case here. The state championship is now over, and Mallard Creek was awarded second place. I spoke with head coach Sam Willoughby Monday, still frustrated. You witnessed other celebrations?
Oh, there's several. There's several celebrations, even worse than what Nyan did. I don't want to throw anyone else under the bus, but, you know, if you're going to be consistent with the rules, please do that and apply it to everyone, not just Mallard Creek.
All right, see, this looked like some hate. Like, he threw up the 5 representing that they won 5 in a row, like 5 total men's track meets, things like that. And you know, some brothers, you know, and he had a huge lead. He had a huge lead. It was no way these kids, these others, runners were going to be even close to winning. So all I'm saying is, was that necessary? So you can't do nothing in track? You can't celebrate in track? He didn't even do nothing but 5, meaning that we got 5. I bet you somebody was sitting back. Yeah, that's it right there. That's disqualifying for that. So because we want to show them that y'all, we don't want y'all to believe that y'all who y'all think you truly are or who y'all records say y'all truly are. It's a lot of jealousy when it comes to these track meets, when it comes to these football teams. There's a lot of adults that be hating on these athletes. Adults. Like, I see a lot of adults around here hating on athletes. Young athletes that's talented. Especially in Milwaukee. I'm trying to tell you, like, why would you not allow for these young men? First of all, they were extremely way more talented, at least in this race. They was only like 2 points from getting enough points to win the track meet. When they won this race, it was a wrap. That was it. It was a 4x. What was this? The 4x4. 4x400 relay. All he did was raise his left hand and held up 5 fingers to celebrate. And that's enough for the officials to immediately disqualify this young man and his team. Everything they worked for over. So you telling me I done trained all my whole life and worked hard and got in a space where we were about to win our 5th. We won it. Matter of fact, when I crossed the line, we won 5 in a row. And now since I did when you black, you can't do nothing. I'm going to try to tell you right now, they going to try to find a way. If you great, they going to try to find a way to hate. They tried to hate on me. I'm helping my community, and I get hate from the establishment all the time. People that, you know, they got to put the darkness out there so y'all don't see the light. I understand it. I understand it. But see, the thing with me, you ain't gonna help nobody. So it don't matter what you do when it come to me. You not gonna help nobody. So you ain't gonna stop nobody from coming to get help. I help people for real. So if you faking it, you ain't gonna be able to do nothing to me. People don't care what nobody say about me. They want the results. But in this case, with these track runners, they can stop them from getting records and creating a culture of winning in this school, and they should appeal it. They should appeal it. And the coach said it was other people that was, making gestures the same way, but they want to pick on the most talented group of children, and they black. Josh in the chat says, so this country is too intimidated to confront racism. We can address these implicit bias. They love projecting their stereotypes on us on the lowest level. They trying to mess with people's confidence before they could get to the point where they challenging the world. I remember it was a part where Serena Venus Williams was being interviewed by the interviewer, and the interviewer asked the Serena and Venus Williams a question about how they feel about are they the best or whatever.
So something like that, and he was trying to mess with their confidence, and the daddy stopped the interview. The daddy was there monitoring it and stopped the interview because sometimes people want to marginalize what you're doing. I think adults like this is trash. I think any adult that's messing with children, especially hating on a young person coming up, you know, and it is my last couple shows. You know what? I'm not going to say it. Andrew, have you ever been disqualified for something that you thought you should have won?
No, I wasn't a big track guy in high school. Tori, I was a pitcher in high school. But there was a couple times where I felt like people called box on me, and a couple umpires who weren't my best friend.
Mm-hmm. I remember when I felt discriminated against when I was when we were like, we was playing like one of the outskirts schools when I was in high school. And we went to the small town. I think it was either Kenosha Trimper or like Arrowhead, one of those schools. And the newspaper came and did a whole news article on how North was in the hood and how Kenosha had like 60 players and had a packed football team, and we only had like 13 or 12 players like for our team. Like that, but they was making the comparison, and I remember reading that article like, man, they didn't give us, they ain't even gonna give us a shot. I went up there and tried to run over them people, man. But like I said, here we go.
How'd you end up doing? Did you win?
No, we didn't win. We was tired. We didn't have enough players to give nobody a break.
Yeah, 13 men on a 12-man team is crazy.
Yeah, we was outmanned. We was outmanned. But hey, sometimes in these school systems, in the hood, you got to go with who's ready to fight. That don't mean you're gonna win all the time, but you got to go with who's willing to go. You get like the 300. Look, let me go to break. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
At Milwaukee College Prep, we don't leave success to chance. We're designed for it. With strong support, high expectations, and a team committed to excellence, our educators turn belief into outcomes every day. If you believe every child deserves an excellent education, join Milwaukee College Prep. Apply today. Visit mkeprep.com/jobs.
Bike crash? Call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
When your team needs custom gear, don't wing it. Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and More is your local partner for high-quality apparel with hands-on design help and services that actually feel, helpful. For your business, teams, or events, Big Frog makes it easy. Visit bigfrog.com/Mequon today.
Happy kids heal faster. And that's why Starlight is dedicated to improving the mental well-being of sick kids across the U.S. Learn how at starlight.org.
At Versity on King, we believe taking care of our community starts right here, together. Every day, neighbors step up to donate blood, helping save lives in Milwaukee and beyond. But Versity on King is more than a donor center. It's a place for health education, community connection, and support, especially for families facing conditions like sickle cell disease. When you donate blood, you're not just giving, you're showing up for your community. Visit versity.org/VersityOnKing to learn more or schedule your donation today. Versity on King. Rooted in community, powered by hope.
Do you hear that? And that? And that? Those are the sounds of a healthy and vibrant community. And to this United Way volunteer, nothing sounds better. They're the sounds of children being given greater chances to succeed in school. The sounds of neighbors receiving the support needed to overcome challenges, both big and small. They're the sounds of families gaining access to quality health care and nutritious food for their tables. And they're the sounds of members of our community who've benefited from United Way's financial education programs. See, wherever there's a need in our communities, there's a United Way. People working together to respond and growing the good for everyone. United is the way. So join us by getting involved or giving back. Learn more at unitedway.org.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
K-Bone, 10 toes. We outside for the people. Yeah. Step out the crib, that heart on my sleeve. Phone keep ringing, that call I receive. Grandma on the porch say pray then leave. So I lace up hope like a brand new weave. Block full of pain, I done walk them tears. Face every fear, I done fought their years. Name in their ear like a chant in the bleachers. Front row love for the hurt and the dreamers. They say tone it down, I just turn up truth. Made for the trenches, I was raised by proof. If the system cold, then I bring that flame. You can see that light when you shout my name. Tory Lowe, that Batman. Pull up when it's that bad. Riding for the hell.
101.
Turn a closed door to a
Saving the Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Nazir Spencer in studio. Nazir's a lot going on with your boy Drake. I guess a lot of records.
Yeah.
You've been talking, you like Drake.
Yeah, I like Drake.
Yeah,
of course.
but there's a lot of records going on. I guess now that he didn't drop 3 albums,
Yeah.
they said that it's a list of things that are record breaking that's happening right now.
He's gonna be he's anticipated to be the first artist to chart 3 albums in the top 3 spots. So that's something
1, 2, and 3.
That's never happened before because people don't usually drop 3 albums, and he's Drake. He has that household name already. So just having that name, having that fan base, and then dropping 3 albums that span from all fans.
And to me, this was his mid work too.
This is mid work, but
it's chart. It's about to break the record.
Yeah, he's breaking records.
I can't even name. I don't even know the name of the last album. I can't even pronounce.
Maid of Honor.
No,
Habibdi.
No, yeah, Habibdi.
So
What
here's
does
the
that
thing.
mean?
I don't know what that means. I still
Okay.
can't figure it out. So you're supposed to listen to it in order. Apparently, you're supposed to listen to Habibdi, Iceman, and then Maid of Honor. The acronym for that is HIM, which is pretty fire. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty fire. But I think
I guess it's Arabic for my beloved. That's what Andrew
My
just
Beloved.
told me.
My Beloved. Okay, that makes
Right.
sense. That makes sense. So My Beloved, that makes sense then, because that's a whole like R&B love album. So that's him like the album is like him like just
You
falling in
actually
love.
listen to all of it?
Yeah, I'm a music. I love.
Did
music.
you like any songs stick out?
Yeah. I like on Iceman. I like
No, I'm
Janice.
talking about the
Habibdi.
yeah Habibdi and
Classic is good.
Maid of Honor.
Maid of Honor. I didn't like.
I'm just saying, like I'm trying
Yeah.
to cipher to see
Yeah,
where are the joints that you gotta play.
I think
know what
you gotta play.
You know, when you drop a Drake,
Yeah,
Drake got club music. Like this,
what I'm
Drake
saying.
dropped the music where if you and your crew about to go outside,
Yeah.
you gonna bump a song from Drake just to get in the mood.
that's what I'm saying.
Okay, I ain't hear that off this.
I don't know, man.
What you got? I mean,
So off of Habibdi, I heard.
Run to Atlanta.
No, but that's Iceman. That's on Iceman.
Okay.
So Habibdi, I like WNBA. I like that one. That was a good one. I like Classic. I like I think the last song of the album was pretty good. I forgot what the name is. Gen 5 is good. The Sexy Red song needs to go.
But what I'm saying is, if you out and about when you about to turn up, because Drake that's what his music usually is for.
Right.
I didn't hear that. Now, if you finna go out, you finna get ready, you got to get in the mind state to, classic Drake.
Yeah, I'm listening to old stuff.
I didn't hear that.
I'm listening to old
Yeah,
stuff.
I didn't hear that with this.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not for everybody. I see why people don't like it, but I also see why people kind of do like it. But yeah, he's breaking records right now. People are going to be playing his stuff for years now. I mean, he don't got to drop an album for the next 5 years, really.
Okay, so check this out. They saying he got 15 songs that's going to debut on the Billboard,
which is crazy.
Top 100, like 15 songs in a row.
Yeah, 15 straight. Yeah. So what was blocking that is the country girl that's out right now. I forgot her, Ella Langley or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Langley I think that's how you say it.
I think she's at 3 or something, like 3 or 4.
Yeah, she was up there because she's popping off too. You know,
Right.
country is like a big genre. So Drake is, he's doing things that never been seen before. And I know people like to hate on him, but this is historic stuff when we talk about in the music world.
This is what I'm saying. He's making history.
Yeah.
But it's not like people are extremely excited about this kind of history.
Right.
It's almost like Cardi B. She dropped the album. She was already platinum from the 2 singles she had already released.
Yeah.
So as soon as she dropped the album with the 2 singles on it,
It was already platinum.
it was already platinum.
Yeah.
Kind of like Jay-Z when he got that platinum
Right.
with that album that he did with Timberland.
Yeah.
He had it in the phones.
Yeah, he
Like
already
it
had
came
it.
with a phone subscription.
Yeah. It was already
platinum.
As soon as he did that, it was
Right.
platinum. Yeah.
I'm just saying. So it's like,
I
okay.
get what you mean.
It's
Yeah.
not. Usually when people do certain things, it's like when Lil Wayne came out and he sold like almost like 1 million, units or whatever.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, that's Lollipop was on. It was powerful.
I mean, you got to think too.
Now it's like I don't know what this is.
You got to think too. The reason these albums are doing numbers is, okay, first of all, him and Kendrick got into it 2 years ago. He lost that beef, in my opinion. And then he comes out with Iceman, which is like 10 songs straight of him dissing like Kendrick, Jay-Z he dissed. He dissed Rihanna, A$AP Rocky. He dissed
but
some more people.
I mean, it's kind of like the dude who got beat down in the fight, but he got up saying,
Yeah.
I ate that. I ate them punches.
I ain't fight back, but I ate that. Yeah, I know what you mean.
That's what it feel like to me.
I mean, yeah, he definitely wrote some of this stuff.
You
like,
didn't knock me out.
Pretty much.
I ate that.
That's pretty much what he said on the album.
That's all it is.
Yeah, he pretty much said on the album, "You didn't beat me. Like you beat me, but I'm still popping. Like I'm still hot. I'm still doing numbers." That's pretty much what he said on the album, realistically. So that's what I don't like about the album, because I didn't think he should focus on the beef so much. Like, you move past it. Just because you lost don't mean,
Well, the one interesting diss, I guess, was J. Cole.
And he dissed Rick Ross too. That was
J. Cole in specific.
I got beef with J. Cole.
Because hold on, because this is where academics come in.
That's what I say. Yeah.
Because academics got a chain from Drake.
Mm-hmm.
So is academics working for Drake? Is he a paid? Is he a paid hitman throwing out hit pieces on people? Okay, so listen. He said something that really made sense.
Yeah.
That J. Cole was the one.
I got beef with J. Cole, man.
That started the whole Kendrick thing, right? And
I said this when he dropped.
Then he dropped out. So what I'm saying is, why are they throwing out hit pieces and things like that to try to cover that Drake is still healing from, this is victim music, victim rap. At least Iceman is.
Yeah.
And then he goes into Maid of Honor and then this other album where he's trying to connect with different crowds. But I don't see the excitement of and even if you didn't like Drake, he was the party music.
Yeah.
It was immature for his age, but
he's 37, by the way, 39 now.
Well, what I'm saying is he making stuff for little kids, like,
Yeah.
for clubbers. Like, you 21, you about to go out 21, 22, 23.
Yeah.
You first getting out to the club, you got your boys with you. That's what Drake make music for, to me. And I don't get that from this album. At least give me something like, if we about to go do something, like if I got my celebration at Tory Lowe the last show Friday, and I wanted to have a song turn up, I can't get that from this.
Right, I agree. That's true. Okay. Look, I got beef with J. Cole, though. I agree with everything Academic said, because think about it. He started this beef by saying, who's the GOAT? Me, K. Aubrey, is it K. Aubrey or me? Something like that. And first-person shooter. And he really sparked it because he knew they had some beef. He wanted Kendrick to be on the song. He wanted to be friends with everybody. And it don't work like that.
And he wanted to be friends because it helps his album as well.
Right, but he didn't drop it for 2 more years, by the way. He just dropped it like in March. So J. Cole was just, holding off this album, trying to get his publicity up, trying to get all the views and stuff with Drake. Great, cool. But he wanted Kendrick on there because he knew that Kendrick and Drake didn't really mess with each other. They didn't vibe with each other. He just wanted to rock out on the song. But then after the beef, or when the beef started, he dropped a song and then backed out once Kendrick responded to both of them and was like, "Oh, bro, I'm sorry." And then left Drake in the dust because Drake was like, "I don't mess with none of y'all like that."
I believe Drake want to beef with J. Cole.
I
believe that he want to have him and He want to go back and forth with
I
J. Cole.
would too. I mean, you started this stuff and you got Kendrick calling me.
He want to try to win at least one of these battles.
I mean, yeah. And Kendrick called me a pedophile in the Super Bowl.
And hold on, J. Cole may be in a worse space than Drake a little bit, because at least Drake took the punches.
Yeah, I mean,
to some people,
Yeah, to some, yeah.
Some people feel like, okay, he took the punches. Cole backed out. A lot of people don't look at Cole as Muhammad Ali no more.
He can't.
With the lyrics. So he fell out of that space.
Yeah.
He dropped the album.
The Fall Off. It was a good album. It was a good album.
A lot of people, it was more home driven.
It wasn't really like.
It was like about him growing up.
Yeah, it was cool.
In his hometown.
It wasn't really. It's not really replayable to me.
Right. It's only probably a couple. You could probably listen to that a couple times. Good lyrics on there.
Of course.
But it ain't like All My Life on there or something like that.
Right.
Really, a really huge radio hit didn't come from that.
Right. I agree.
All I'm saying is Drake won't beef with J. Cole. He wanna have a back and forth with J. Cole. He think he can win that. He think he can beat J. Cole.
I think he can win too. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know.
You don't think so?
J. Cole?
Kendrick different though.
Both of them took L's in the whole thing.
I think he can beat.
But I think that from what I'm hearing, he got a hit piece out there with the academics on J. Cole, and J. Cole gonna respond or not. But I don't think nobody look at J. Cole right now as somebody that can deal with a rap battle and really come through on the back end with the victory. I believe that he got good lyrics. He a good writer. Before it was a mystique about J. Cole, like, oh, he talking all that tough stuff. I don't think that they look at J. Cole, and he might be easy prey for Drake. And Drake probably trying to get his position back, at least running down J. Cole on this. Maybe in the next couple year or so, I wouldn't be surprised to see Drake and J. Cole going back and forth.
See, when they brought out the big three thing, I don't know a single person. I genuinely don't know a single person that thinks J. Cole was one or two. So I think that Drake could actually handle J. Cole. Not easy, because J. Cole can spit, but it would be a very, very interesting beef considering that J. Cole backed out and dropped a whack diss and took it off streaming platforms. So
I don't think Kendrick responds to any of this.
No, he shouldn't. Why should he? He already won.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
He did the Super Bowl. He got the Grammys.
Don't need to do no more.
Just
drop an album 2 years, you'll be all right.
Yeah, he's I don't believe he has to really even listen to any of this.
He got all the Grammys. He got all the BET awards, all the music awards. He good. He don't need nothing else.
Plus, streams can be manipulated.
Yeah, that's
on
Drake,
both sides.
Yeah, Drake thought that Kendrick had bots.
Even Kendrick. I think the music industry used bots. Period.
Yeah. I think everybody did.
If I'm doing marketing and promotion,
comments,
and they say, okay, for $50,000, I can get 1 million streams.
Right.
I believe every artist.
Somebody doing that.
Yeah.
Not every artist.
I believe the music companies are using bots.
They definitely do. Somewhere.
They don't exist for no reason.
Maybe not on the charts, but definitely on the social media part, like comments and all that stuff, likes. Definitely using that. But yeah, that's the Drake phenomenon right now.
Here we go. Well, he exposed it with the lawsuit, so
I like that.
Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more Pop Culture Report with Nazir Spencer. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Coming with straight truth.
We can do anything when it comes to being organized, when it comes to making sure that we're active, when it comes to making sure that we're holding people accountable and making sure that we get something out of the deal. Y'all don't know how to make deals. Y'all mad at Donald J. Trump because he's trying to make deals or trying to say that he's the master of the art of the deal. Well, okay, what deals is you trying to make?
Catch the Tory Lowe Show every weekday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
The Brewers' annual Pride Night is coming up Friday, June 12th, and everyone's invited to keep the Pride Month party going at the ballpark, featuring special events highlighting Milwaukee's LGBTQ community, like a local makers market, a national anthem performance by pop duo Reina, and more Pride activities all around American Family Field. This year's Brewers Pride Night is a party you don't want to miss. Grab your seats today at brewers.com/community nights.
On Thursday, May 28th, join Sharp for the 10th annual Unwrapped MKE from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. at 3rd Street Market Hall. Unwrapped is an evening of community, creativity, and food. Top area chefs will create gourmet appetizer, entree, and dessert bites using McDonald's ingredients. The fundraiser will support Sharp's STEAM-based education programs serving thousands of urban elementary students in schools throughout Milwaukee, Waukesha, and Racine. For tickets, visit sharpliteracy.org.
70 million people in the U.S. have learning and thinking differences, like ADHD and dyslexia. Each has their own story. This is ours. At first, I thought it was just a phase. Then schoolwork became a struggle. Emotions got bigger, and my kids started falling behind. I felt alone, like I was lost in the dark trying to find answers. Then I learned about Understood.org, a nonprofit empowering parents and kids like us. It was like we had a light to show us the path ahead. Whenever new challenges came up, their guidance helped us figure out our next step. We still have tough days, but now we have direction. And I have the tools and resources I need to help my child thrive. No matter where you are on the path, Understood can help you keep moving forward. Visit understood.org/yourpath today.
Hi, I'm Priscilla Presley. My love for animals began when I was 5 years old. That sparked a lifelong commitment to speak up for animals who can't speak for themselves. Elvis and I supported American Humane Society because your compassion can change a life. American Humane Society strengthens the bond between humans and animals. Please visit AmericanHumane.org to learn more. Thank you.
This is the Tori Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Yeah. 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 Advocate, Tori Lowe, he a soldier for the soul. Power to the people, seeing all the forces moving slow. Open doors for the lows, to the voice of the voiceless. When you feeling like you running out of choice, boy, Tori got the remedy. Activists going to war for black people, his family. Always got his foot on the pedal, running with no energy. Keeping people at a higher level with his empathy. Call him when you need him. He been an angel, but he had to work for his freedom. And his wings spread for his kingdom. And you know he gotta go to war when he sees demons. He been in them cold nights when he had to learn to hold tight. When the pain from the bottom was too much to bear, he was there to get you through the storm. And the advocate, Tori Lowe, Tori Lowe, Tori Lowe.
1017 The Truth, Tori Lowe Show. We got the Pop Culture Report with Nazir Spencer in studio.
Yo.
Hey, what else is going on in these pop culture streets, Nazir?
Real quick, I want to address the comments real quick.
Here we go.
I see some J. Cole fans.
You see something in the chat.
Listen. Someone called me a fake J. Cole fan. Let's get that straight.
Wow.
Let's calm down, all right? I said that J. Cole was whack for taking out the song and even putting out a song in the first place, even knowing that he wasn't going to go all the way in on Kendrick.
What was the song, the diss record that he put?
It was like seven minute drill, something like that. Something like that. He took it out. That's lame. All right, let's keep it a buck. If I come at you, and you know we homies, but this is a friendly banter. If I come at you, I'm not taking the diss down. That's lame. And then you go publicly apologizing, knowing what Kendrick about to do to Drake. You know, it's just like you playing both sides. That's lame.
I thought Kendrick called him or something like that.
Yeah, he called him, but
they talked.
But he playing both sides. That's the worst type of dude. That's the worst type of dude.
Backdoored.
That's what I'm saying. He backdoored Drake. That's lame.
Oh wow.
You can't do that.
I don't know. Well,
that's lame.
Like I said, it's out there. They got a hit piece on your boy J. Cole. I don't know
I don't want nobody getting no more beef.
I don't know what's the final.
I'm just saying.
Outcome of all of this. I don't know if J. Cole will actually respond to this.
Nah, he not gonna respond.
But
he better than that. I'm just saying it was a lame move. It was a lame tactic. It was lame. I'm sorry. He backdoored him, bro. He did. So whatever, we leave that on the side. But some new news for you. Remember Rashee Rice on the Chiefs?
Yeah, Rashee Rice. Yeah.
The dude should have been suspended all last
with
season.
the car accident.
Yeah, but he back in jail now.
What?
He
can't stay out of trouble.
he got training camp soon, and he got to miss.
His career might be.
He got to stay in jail for 30 more days.
Well, it's only training camp.
Still though,
he not go. He
dropped off after the second half of the season. Like as soon as he got back, he started playing really good, and then down the line they just started losing. He started being whacked.
I mean, I don't like when these football players or these athletes start getting into these news articles where they harming the community, driving, doing reckless ideas. Then all of a sudden, now you have parole issues or something like that.
Yeah.
PO issues. I mean, sit your butt down.
That's what I'm saying. I never understand it.
You're an athlete. You mean
Yeah.
I don't know why some of these athletes want to be street cats once they get the
never
money.
understand it. You got millions of dollars.
I never understand that. You got millions of dollars. You're supposed to have people around you to keep you in line at this point. And they pick to when they become a professional athlete. Very few people make it to the NFL.
Yeah.
You get to the NFL and now you want to act up.
Do you think it's like a circle thing? Like people in your circle, like you're not around the right people or something like that? Because he got caught smoking weed or whatever. I think he did a drug test or something like that.
Okay, but what I'm saying is what you doing.
Right.
I mean, you ain't got nobody around you. All you got is yes men around you. Like,
that's lame.
You ain't got nobody to be like, hey, man, you better not, don't do that. Don't do that because we got this and this going on. It's going to affect you in a negative way.
Like your manager's supposed to be able to do that, right? Like your manager, like of your career, like the person that do all the deals and stuff for you.
Look, let me tell you something. He may have been leading with his helmet every time he was in practice, because he might have some what do they call it?
CTE.
CTE. He may have some of that.
The craziest thing is he's talented too.
It don't matter.
I know. I'm just saying he's talented.
Leon Lent was talented too.
He's just ruining it. That's what I'm trying to say though. He's ruining it all. He's a talented player. Like
okay. But this is why I say so many people work hard to get in his position.
And
they'll give you a little room if you're talented. Like if you're talented and they think you can help them win the Super Bowl, they'll kind of like, okay, we'll get around this.
Well, that's what they did last year.
But sometimes you get to the point where I can't do that no more.
Yeah.
And it seemed like he entering in a space where he's starting to affect the brand negatively to where they may just have to wipe their hands with him due to behavior detrimental to the team. They got that in the clause. Like, so they can get rid of you for behavior detrimental to the team.
I'm curious on what they have in those type of clauses, because that's very interesting to me. Like what can and what you can't do, because NFL they let anything slide unless you talk about the refs or talk about a certain race or whatever.
What I'm saying is now that people got social media, there's more media outlets, independent media outlets. Back in the day, they would let you slide because they controlled the media largely because they was playing on the station. Certain stations didn't promote certain things. It was CBS, NBC, now it's like social media, podcasts, Tory Lotion, like we gonna talk about it and they can't hide it no more.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
so it's bad for the brand, and nobody's bigger than the brand.
Yeah, never.
Not right now. Not in today's time.
Yeah.
Now you can do some things, and we could probably maneuver a little bit. But if you are having a consistent string of incidents that's having a bad reflection on the organization, you're gonna be gone. You're gonna be out of there. They can't afford to have that.
Yeah, you don't want the NFL to get involved, like fully involved. He got to deal with the Chiefs first, but the NFL, if they get involved, it might be over for him. So that's he's back in jail. We'll keep an eye on that.
They told you to keep your head up when you make tackle.
He get tackled. He don't make tackles.
I'm talking about, but they try to do the helmet, the head safety.
Yeah, it didn't work out for him.
It didn't work out for him. He had his head down the whole time.
Yeah, he's still doing stupid stuff.
He leading with his head.
Hey, I heard a clip in New York after the game last night. By the way, that was a crazy game. Knicks versus Cavaliers. James Harden still sucks, by the way.
Didn't James Harden just a couple games ago pull out a big fourth quarter?
Let me listen to a stat real quick.
He too old to be consistent.
I'm gonna show you the stat. James Harden has played 188 playoff games in his career. Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. He's had as many or more turnovers than made field goals in 48 of those games. That's 25%, Tori.
Oh, wow.
25% of his playoff games, he's had more turnovers than points. Trash.
Well,
Trash.
He's a journeyman at this point.
All right, man.
And you can't put it all on him every time. Like, that's why you got to get some young
You
players.
didn't see him like he was getting torched on defense. He could not guard Jalen Brunson to save his life.
Okay, but
torched
he's not supposed to be guarding Jalen Brunson.
in the clutch.
No, when have James Harden won a defensive award?
I'm saying though, if you're on the
He's not
ball,
that type of player. You know he's offense.
right?
And the key to James Harden is to get some hot points. He'll get hot for a second.
Yeah.
And then you try to throw in a young player that can go in there and try to hold some defense. He's not going to hold nobody. Nobody thinks about James Harden when it comes to defense.
He shouldn't be on the court then if it's clutch
He's
time.
been on the court his whole career.
But clutch time. He's trash in the playoffs. He should be benched in the playoffs.
That's because defense win championships.
And he don't got it.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I keep telling people, when it gets to the nitty-gritty, defense wins championships.
Yeah, I agree.
But offense sell tickets.
Okay.
So he there for sales.
Okay.
But when it get real, he just don't have a track record
Yeah.
of a defensive player. That's not his career. That's not his MO.
Well, the Knicks won last night in OT, and after the game, they were chanting, "We want Wemby." I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, Andrew.
I don't know if they
I
want
don't know if
Wemby.
they want Wemby. I'm looking at him beating up the Thunder.
Anthony Towns, who think he can handle, I don't know. Hey.
Oh boy.
I don't know.
Oh man, that's
Big
gonna
Hurt.
be ugly. Hey, Mitchell Robinson can do some stuff. I guess maybe not fully, like for 7 games, but
Let me tell you something.
it'd be ugly.
Wemby then came and shook the league.
Man, he had a standout game. That reminded me of like LeBron's 48-point game against the Pistons when he was, going to the finals his first time. That was a crazy game, and I mean, it took him 2 overtimes to get 45 points, which is whatever.
Wemby is on the come, and he young too.
Yeah,
Ain't no telling where his ceiling is.
he's younger than me. He's like 22.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
He
crazy.
got a high ceiling.
Yeah,
He's moving well at 7 foot. What?
7'5",
7'5".
7'4", something like that.
He's moving well, and he's a threat on inside and outside.
Yeah,
And he's a threat on defense.
yeah.
Uh,
Defensive player of the year this year, unanimous.
All I'm saying is, we looking at something we ain't never seen, and I wouldn't be surprised if San Antonio take one this year.
Knicks fans, you don't want San Antonio.
I'm gonna tell you this:
You don't.
the New York Knicks have been consistent over the last couple of years of being consistent as being a good team.
Yeah.
But they ain't on OKC level, or they ain't on San Antonio
Either way,
level.
they'll lose.
They're not on
Yeah.
those 2 levels.
Either way, they'll lose the finals.
But they'll get into the finals, and I think that's an improvement.
That's cool.
But that's why I keep saying, they may try to make that deal for Giannis. I mean, if Giannis on the board, I mean, they are like a one piece.
Hey,
They like a one piece from actually really being competitive.
Giannis the only player I know that can stop Wemby.
I'm just saying. I hope Giannis stay home here in Milwaukee.
Yeah, come on
But
back,
it's
buddy.
a lot of talk about Giannis going to New York, and I'm telling you,
We'll see in the next 2 weeks, man. We'll see.
we'll see.
Next 2 weeks.
Thank you for that pop culture report.
Yes, sir.
Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we got guests. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
He's the voice for the people and the community's connection to change.
So I was shocked that they let an advocate get on the air. Because I was like, man, do y'all really want to know what's really going on out here in these streets? I wish I could have a whole show that y'all can listen to every phone call that come to my. I could do a whole show on my voice message. Just people calling, talking about what's happening. Just off the voice message, y'all wouldn't even believe what I got in my voice message. If I'm gonna start a podcast after show, I'm gonna let y'all hear the raw material because we can't even play it on the air. That's how real it is out here. That's why I ain't got time for all y'all all that extra stuff that y'all be trying to do. I'm just happy that we're able to have these great, powerful conversations. But I'm going to always remind y'all that we got to still get out here and get to work.
The Tory Lowe Show, weekdays from 1 to 4 p.m. Live on YouTube and right here on 101.7 The Truth.
My name is Emma. I am 13 years old. 6 years ago, I was injured in a car accident that left me paralyzed from the waist down. Once I completed rehab, my mom applied for a canine companion service dog. Last January, I finally got to meet my service dog, Marcia. We quickly developed a very strong bond. Together, we go to my horseback riding lessons, school band practice, swim meets, and archery classes. Together, we pick vegetables, and we like to cut flowers. I love Marcia. She makes me feel like together we can do anything. I can't imagine life without her. She's a part of the family. We are just one of the thousands of teams Canine Companions has paired together over the past 50 years. With your help, we can continue for another 50. Visit canine.org to see the many ways you can change lives.
I can tell that we are gonna be friends.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, may I ask a few questions? Yeah, of course. Do you have any pets? Yes, we have a dog. Great. Do you have a pool outside? Nope, just a big old backyard. Nice. Another question. Are there any unlocked guns in the home? Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access. Awesome. Yeah. Now, let's just talk about what we can bring for dessert.
Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. A public service announcement brought to you by the Ad Council.
Listen to the home of the 5K Gruber Cash Giveaway. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Low, the truth. From 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Low from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Low Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Low Show. And we got guests. Look, I love it when Al Keefe comes through, CEO of Milwaukee College Prep, and we have Dr. Stephanie Hartliff in the studio. Executive Director of City Year Milwaukee. And I'll tell you this, these some powerful educators, some powerful people in the studio today, Truth Nation. You want to get your kids around these people because they planting seeds.
Thank you.
They planting them seeds and they sprouting up. I appreciate you for coming through, Al.
I appreciate you. You know, it's always a pleasure to come by.
Always a pleasure. Now, once again, first of all, I would like to say I appreciate Milwaukee College Prep, the staff, the organization, the people that I've been able to meet over the last couple years. They've been amazing educators that I would love to see plant seeds all over the city. I wish everybody could come through Milwaukee College Prep, you know.
I appreciate that.
I mean, just from the students that even come through, like that talk. I mean, I'm talking about the alumni that comes through. I'm talking about it's powerful.
You know, you can I can't remember which one of my family members told me this, but you can always tell the quality of a tree by its fruit, right? And I mean, like looking at our alum, the people that come out of the schools, the people that pour into the schools every day. I mean, it's just an amazing place. I don't know how else to put it.
And Dr. Stephanie from City Year Milwaukee in studio executive director.
Yes.
I mean, just a lot of things that, you know, when we could discuss on the show today about what you do as far as the community and the youth. Powerful.
That's right. We love our work at City Year. We believe that we are being a huge part of making Milwaukee great. We love that we're able to bring in young people and provide them with an opportunity to be of service to scholars in schools and also figure out the trajectory of their life. Our young people that come here to Milwaukee to serve, many of them are not from Milwaukee, but about 50% of them stay, and they are becoming a powerful part of leadership in this city, helping to make Milwaukee be great.
Powerful. Hey, look, Al. What's going on with Milwaukee College Prep? What do y'all got going on? Because I know y'all consistently have ideas and things for the families and the kids and the alumni. I mean, what's going on?
We got a little bit of everything. So, on the classroom side, it's springtime. And so we're getting a lot of amazing, exciting data coming out. Hopefully I get a chance to talk a little bit about like the early literacy data that's coming out right now toward the end of the
what's
year.
What's going on with that? Don't bring it up. What's going on with
it? A lot. So if you want me to jump right into it, I'll jump right in. I can jump right into it. But we got that.
Okay.
We've got the Cum Laude event is tonight. And so every year we honor our Cum Laude Award recipients, scholars who have earned a 93% average GPA throughout the course of the year. And so we invite them, their families out for a dinner to celebrate them and their accomplishments throughout the year. So that is taking place tonight. Super excited for that. Always a good time to just, connect with families. That's one of the things that I, always been passionate about. And honestly, one of the reasons I stuck around at MCP originally is because the families, it's amazing. Other than that, man, just all the same exciting things. I mean, the data is showing that, the mission continues and continues well. I don't know if this is the time to jump right into it. I got my notes.
Well, we going to get to it.
Okay, all right.
It's a lot.
Because I get excited.
I
do. All right.
Let me tell you something. We've been to a couple outings, and you have just been, you do not sit down. You go meet everybody.
I try.
You talk to everybody. You try to connect with everybody.
I try.
Youth, adults.
Everybody.
That's how I want my, CEO to be.
I try.
Powerful.
I do what I can. I do my best.
Sorry, can you say that again? Because I just want to say one more time. Al Keefe, CEO, right?
Yeah.
We have to be proud of this young black man doing big things in this city.
That's how I want my
showing
CEO to
up
be.
and showing out. Yeah, that's
Well,
exactly it.
I would be nothing without the amazing people that poured into me along the way. And so she'll never tell you this, but Dr. Manny was actually the director of my principal prep program. And so she's gotten my headaches along the way for years now. She knows the kind of person I can be. So thank you so much.
All right,
for putting up with me all
I'm
these
going to tell you
years,
this, Dr. Stephanie. What being a part of City Year Milwaukee and working with Al and doing different things, like, tell us a little bit about that.
So this is our first year in official partnership with Milwaukee College Prep, which means that we have a team of young people that are working with the staff and the scholars at 38th Street. They're supporting scholars in literacy and in math. They're working alongside the teachers in the classroom. One of the things that I love about MCP is that the educators there are committed to the scholars. They go above and beyond, and they are high-quality teachers. And so oftentimes what our core members are doing are helping those high-quality teachers expand their reach in the classroom. So they are extra set of hands and heart in that space, but they are also like advocates for students. Our core members show up in the morning and they're power greeting the scholars as they come in the door, and they're there
Power
greeting. Oh yeah,
Is that the handshake?
No, that's
Okay.
when you're cheering the kids on, right?
That's
so
amazing.
Let me give you one. Here is the one we love. Hey, you look good today. Hey, don't you look good today? So just like
y'all rocking and rolling early.
Oh yeah. Oh, we have hand claps. A lot of what happens at City Year actually comes from African American fraternities and sororities. So our founders were able to borrow some of those great aspects of Greek life, and we show up as part of the City Year culture every day. So again, those core members are there first thing in the morning. They're there through the end of the day, like walking alongside the teachers and really just adding capacity in the classroom.
Powerful. Look, we hear a lot of conversation about student outcomes and educational equity and things like that. Tell me about the importance about having great educators getting involved, because it's you can only go as strong as your
weakest link many times. And you got to build a team of strong educators. Many times in Milwaukee, sometimes the testing numbers, kind of make you go, okay, well, what's really happening here? But at Milwaukee College Prep, y'all are managing to get around a lot of those scores and actually get these kids on level or above.
Absolutely. It's in our DOE. We are always in the relentless pursuit of excellence, right? And so every day in, day out, me and the other 308 employees at Milwaukee College Prep are constantly looking for ways to be better for our kids. It's not about me. It's not about the adults. It's not about us. It's about the kids. And so whatever it is that the kids need, we strive to put that in place, whether that be within ourselves, whether that be going to find additional supports for kids, whatever that is, we're going to do it. And so I'm glad you talked a little bit about the scores because, I'm always come here with my numbers here.
Hey,
so just
we read about them all the time.
All the time. Hey, I'm going to come with my receipts. So, most recently, though, we just wrapped up our Ames Web testing. And just for those who don't know, Ames Web testing is essentially it's our early childhood screener. It's where we test our early childhood scholars, elementary scholars on are they meeting the reading levels that they need to be at to be successful in the upcoming year? Really exciting stuff, man. I mean, we are raising the floor on early literacy. And I know it's no secret that I'll say the nation is in a bit of a literacy crisis, and let alone the nation, our city of Milwaukee. But we are raising the bar at MCP. And so just to be real clear, going into the year, we identified 154 students across the network that were at risk for literacy gaps. Absolutely. Proud to say that in first grade alone, and I'm going to get to some other grade levels in a minute, in first grade alone, we dropped that number of identified scholars with those reading gaps from 51% down to 22%
that's
in
amazing.
1 year.
That's amazing.
First grade alone across the network. We got a couple of grade levels where that proficiency more than doubled in critical grades. And I mean, I could come on I would need a whole other block of time to tell you like what this means for kids, not just now in the moment.
Especially when you get them early.
Early
as they develop
and what that means for them the rest of their years in school and beyond school, right? And so we're really, I always try to remind my team, it's more than test scores. Like we are actually changing lives and changing trajectories here in this moment. And so, it's amazing work. First grade, we talked a little bit about that. In third grade, we moved our proficiency from 18% up to 43%. I want to let that sink in. Like out of 100 kids, originally starting with 18, 43 of them now can read on grade level. And that's going to continue to grow year after year after year.
Those are impressive numbers now.
In kindergarten, we just wrapped up. 71% of our kids are at or above reading level coming out of kindergarten. And so if you think about the amazing growth that takes place in 1 year in an MCP classroom and consider that growth is just going to continue to grow exponentially year after year after year. And, again, I could talk about the test scores. I could talk about what that's going to mean and projections for all the state tests and all those things. But more importantly, we are setting kids up for success and we're putting them on the right track to college and beyond at MCP. And that's the piece I'm most excited and proud of.
That's powerful.
Thanks, man.
Both organizations work with children. Mm-hmm. And when we talk about the youth nowadays, with all the distractions, with all social media, how important it is to have a great investment in our youth with quality education and teachers.
I think it's ultimately like what we have to be doing if we want to have a great community, right? Mm-hmm. I think when we talk about and we think about great teachers, like they're the greatest factor impacting a scholar's life, like in that school building. I think oftentimes we think about teachers and we think, oh, they're just there to teach curriculum, mm-hmm. right? But those teachers are in classrooms helping scholars build their confidence, helping them create a sense of belonging, and I think helping them to understand what is possible, right? And that teacher is either the classroom teacher or a core member in that space. I think I shared before, Tori, that I was a scholar in MPS, and as Al talked about, those kids that were at risk, like that was me, because I was a student by third grade that couldn't read. And what changed my life was having Mrs. Bell, who was my first Black teacher that I ever had, that believed in me until I could believe in myself. And it truly like changed the trajectory of my life. If you would talk to my first third grade teacher, there is no way that she would be thinking that anybody was ever going to call me Dr. Stephanie. But that happened because I had a high quality teacher, because I was able to be in a space to have someone to see myself and see like what was possible. And I think that is a big part of the work that we're doing at City Year. I think it is a big part of the work that has and will continue to happen at MCP.
Hey, look, when we come back, I want to get into a lot of the, programs and ideas because, these kids, they say, hey, it ain't nothing to do. You hear that all the time, but I guess they ain't came past Milwaukee College Prep or City Year yet,
We got plenty.
Plenty stuff to do from what I hear. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Tap into the best power hour in radio in Milwaukee.
So altogether, you're looking at $1,780 for your mortgage and for your property taxes in a year. And that's before you have to deal with, obviously, your water bill and electric bill. That's a steep price that people have to pay. And based off those numbers I just ran, to afford a home like that, you got to make $65,000 a year. But the problem is, here in Milwaukee, the median household income is only $54,234. That's out of whack. So again, I am all about affordability. I'm all about people getting homes. But what we have to understand is that until homes are more affordable, you can have a supply and demand problem. But the problem that we have here in the city of Milwaukee is that these prices, when people are listing these houses, they're listing them for prices that people really can't afford. And even if you do get the house and you're paying that, you're living paycheck to paycheck. Home ownership is not about living paycheck to paycheck. Home ownership is about finding something that fits within your budget and building equity for the future.
Catch Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace every weekday from noon to 1 p.m. on 101.7 The Truth and The Truth app.
Real talent is defined by what people can do, not where they learn to do it. So by stopping at the education section of a resume, you might throw away the perfect hire. You might miss someone who has valuable skills to offer to help your business thrive right now and in the future. Because the truth is this: Skills First Hiring helps you see talent others miss, like more than 70 million stars, skilled through alternative routes. When you let their story unfold, you gain a competitive advantage. Because hiring managers who start with skills are 60% more likely to find a successful hire. See the real person. Complete. See what others miss. Hire skills first. Learn why it's a competitive advantage at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
In the United States, a vehicle is stolen every 31 seconds, about as long as this message. Luckily, you can take a few easy steps to protect your car in the same amount of time. Remove your valuables, roll up your windows, don't leave your car running unattended, lock your doors, and take your keys or fob. If you have information about a crime, call the police. If you suspect insurance fraud, also call 800-TEL-NICB. A public service message from the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
This is The Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
Out the frying pan to the fire where I landed at. Back where I was damaged at. Still brought a hammer back to advocate. It's the type of heat that melt the candle wax. Making moves to handle that. Never had to scam or trap the advocate. This for every mother who was beaten, who was bruised. If he put his hands on you, don't hesitate to move. What would Tory do? The advocate. Seeing how you move, I can see you had a clue. It take courage to do what you had to do. What would Tory do?
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Hey, look, we got guests. We got Al Keefe, CEO of Milwaukee College Prep, and Dr. Stephanie, Executive Director of City Year Milwaukee, in studio. Hey, look, I wanted to get this out the way because
a lot of times when we have conversation about the youth, now a lot of the conversation is centered around takeovers and things. What can we do to try to make this summer be more active when it comes to the youth? I want to get your opinion on this because y'all educators, y'all have programs, y'all are working with families. Where do you see that we can make some improvement moving forward when it comes to the conversation about takeovers, youth, things that we need to do? You never see doctors and CEOs on the news answering that question. You see politicians answering that question.
That's interesting.
I'm just trying to get it out right now.
But I feel like let's start there. I think some of our politicians do have answers to those questions because they have historically work with our youth and our young people. I think that if we even go back to what happened at the Bayshore Town Center, I think we need to be taking a more proactive approach and not reactive, right? Everybody in that space saw those flyers coming out, and our first response, right, was to how can we get the police involved, right? And I feel like we need to shift our mindset, and our first response needs to be, how am I contacting folks from these youth-serving organizations? Because I know the scholars are coming, right? Because kids are bored, and if they have idle hands and they don't know what it is for them to do, they are not going on all the trips that we maybe went on for spring break. And so those folks should be reaching out to City Year. They should be reaching out to Violence Prevention Zone. They should be reaching out to Boys and Girls Club. And I just wonder, as I said to you, what would have looked like for all of us to be there when those scholars arrive. And our Senior Director of External Affairs, Lauren Feaster, is also a DJ. So what would have looked like for DJ Lolo to be there spinning tunes and for City Year Corps members
having something more organized?
Having something organized. Your response can't always be to call the police, right? Our response needs to be, let's get organized so when the young people arrive, we have things for them to do. Let's get organized with our charter networks and the district before spring break to say, how are we talking to families? How are we talking to kids about these are the things that you can do? And why are we not asking the young people what they want to be doing? And then we respond to that by organizing those activities for them, right? And I think as we go into summer, those are the things we need to be thinking about. I'm excited about the mayor's initiative around employment because we all need a little cash and a little bit of job, and these kids have expensive taste. And so why are we not creating opportunities for them to be able to earn those dollars and really be productive in their communities? That's what we need to be doing instead of reacting to what we think they're going to do.
How?
You hit it right on the head. Mindset. Right, I think this is going to be a long conversation, or can be a long conversation. But I think nothing is going to change, take place, take root, hold for our kids until mindsets change about our kids. Mm-hmm. We've got to and you asked it perfectly. Why was the first response, or why is the first response to police children rather than pour into the kids? Why is the first response not let's figure out how to develop, how to support? Versus police. Right. And that can't be the first go-to, right? I think it even gets right back to our roots at MCP. We believe in restorative practices. Right. We believe in finding out what the kids need. I think it's one of our first questions that we ask whenever there is a problem, right? Is, hey, what's going on and what do you need? And I wonder, has anybody even stopped to ask any of those children or any of these kids that are getting involved with those things that question? I think, you're 100% right. Programming, getting the right organizations involved, getting the right people to the table to have the conversations about what constructive can be put in place. And at the same time, we've got to have some real critical conversations. And I think we just got to name the thing that we've got to stop looking at our kids as something to be policed and something to be nurtured and grown and developed.
Well, I know that Milwaukee College Prep has built a strong reputation for scholar outcomes. And I say this, that success when it comes to having those strong scholar outcomes, has a lot to do with the team that you build. Mm-hmm. How important it is to have staff, even, because I hear about a lot of the incidents that's going on with NPS, with the kids and staff and things like that. But how is it important to build a team to make sure that everybody's on one accord to deal with what we're dealing with in the city of Milwaukee?
It's critical. It is the most foundational piece that needs to be in place. You're only as good as your people, period. And you need your people that have the same shared belief that we all have at MCP. They have to have the same mindset. They have to have the same commitment, the same grit that it takes to really pour into our kids. And so, that is something that we can't skimp on. Through my entire leadership career, I've always been the type that's believed, I can teach you how to teach math. I can teach you how to teach read. I can teach you those things. I can't teach you how to love kids. I can't teach you to be committed to finding out what that child needs and providing that day in, day out, because that's a skill that I think it's very difficult to develop and teach. And so I think the very first thing at MCP to develop that team, as you mentioned, we find people that are mission aligned, and not just mission aligned with the words that's on our website in our handbook, but people that truly believe that their calling is to develop and do what is necessary for our kids. And that's foundation one. And I mean, that's that piece. And the next part is now we got to get you to walk it. And so walking it is the next step after that. And, that's something that I can never take credit away from my amazing team for doing. I mean, the coaching that takes place at MCP, every teacher is coached weekly at MCP. And not just coach where you got somebody come in, take a look at 5 minutes of your lesson, and then give you some feedback in an email, and that's it. No. You are going to be observed. You're going to be, have a meeting with one of our leadership members, whether it be a dean, whether it be a principal, and you're going to get structured coaching on the biggest lever that we identify in those classrooms. And that's not just a one-time deal. It's not just a quarter thing that happens just so we can write it's not a checkbox. We believe that if we coach our teachers to be better equipped, they will be better equipped to serve our kids, and our kids will produce higher outcomes. And again, like I said earlier, it's all about the kids. And so we put all of our personal feelings aside. We put our egos aside. It's whatever the kids need. And, we're starting to see fruit of that, which is amazing.
And City Year, Dr. Stephanie, I want to ask you this question. How does City Year help strengthen the pipeline of future educators and leaders in Milwaukee?
I feel like City Year, we are uniquely positioned because we're at the front end of that educator pipeline. So we are bringing in passionate, amazing young people that are 17 to 25 that really get into classrooms and get into schools every day and have that hands-on experience. They get to lead small groups in literacy, in math. And so they really get a deep understanding of what is first, which is building those relationships. What is first? Learning how to navigate challenging situations. And so a lot of our core members come into this space not knowing that they have the skills and the mindsets to be teachers, and then they say, and we have a teaching pathways program, and they become teachers. I am a traditionally trained educator, as I call myself. I went to the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater, go Warhawks, and I feel like many of the things that I learned in my ed program did not prepare me to come back to Milwaukee Public Schools and be a fourth grade teacher. And I feel like our program allows young people to really have that hands-on experience to walk in when they're ready to be a full-time teacher, understanding what they need in order to be of great service to our scholars. So we are excited. A lot of our core members stay and become educators. They become leaders. Many of them are working at MCP and have been leaders at MCP. They're becoming psychologists. And even our core members that don't want to be educators in the future, I think they have the skills and the mindset and the know-how to be advocates for education in the community.
Hey, look, y'all packing it in, and this is where we need to be right now. We're going into the summertime, and a lot of times when these kids leave from out of school and to get into the summer, I always tell parents to have a schedule ready.
Yes.
Idle minds they say, the idle mind is the playhouse for negativity. But, do you have a strategy for parents? Okay, school is out. What do you usually advise parents to do for their children in the summer?
There are all kinds of activities that are happening around Milwaukee, whether that's through Milwaukee Rec, whether it's summer school, whether it's camp with Peak Initiative. So I advise parents to go to school today, talk to the folks at your school about what the opportunities are for your scholars for summer, talk to your child's teacher about what their needs are, and then make a schedule and make a plan. and then carry out the plan. I have the privilege. I have my daughter Gabriella here with me today, who just graduated from UW-Madison. And I mean, she's a Badger, but I mean, I guess it's still in the system. As a college grad, like, she's on this little bit of break before she starts her internship, but I got a plan for her because we have our annual celebration for City Year tomorrow at 4:30. All are welcome to attend. Visit our website and we can get you a complimentary ticket. But I have to have a plan for her so she doesn't lay around for these couple weeks.
Right.
So she is here working, making name tags, helping us get ready. So figure out what they need and go about the business of making it happen, because your scholar will then have a great summer and you will have a great summer, because it won't be a summer of worry. It'll be a summer of development and one for growth. And don't forget to schedule some fun in there.
Ditto. We partner with a lot of different organizations, and we just try to get as many opportunities out to our families as possible. We work with our wonderful parent liaison, Lisa Goodman. She gets all of that information gathered with our principals out to families, whether it be different summer school opportunities, camp opportunities, whatever it may be. We work to find out what those things are to make it a productive summer and give it to our families. I just got an email this morning about a great opportunity with MATC from the wonderful Miss Courtney Kelly over there, who longtime special MCP parent as well. But again, we partner with a lot of different organizations to try to find out what are the great opportunities that exist outside of our doors for our kids throughout the summer.
That's amazing. Last question. Milwaukee faces real educational challenges and opportunity gaps. Why is talent one of the most important solutions?
You are only as good as your people. And I don't know how else to put it. You need high-quality educators who not only understand the strategy, understand the plan, but also are able to connect and build those critical relationships with the kids. And that requires a special person. I won't say that anybody can do it, but it does require a very special person to be able to come in every year and build amazing relationships with 26 new kids every year. And then execute the plan in a way that is tailored and customized to those 26 individuals in front of them every day, day in, day out. And so that doesn't happen by us just drawing up a strategy and putting it in a book and distributing it out at the beginning of the year. It doesn't happen when we just throw up something on our websites. Like, that happens when we get in the rooms with the individuals, show the love and care, not just for the kids, but for our staff, and developing them and supporting them in making the dreams happen every day that happen in the MCP classrooms. And so, yeah, talent is critical. You need the right people in the right places. And, MCP has been a great place to not only get those people, but also grow and develop them. And then partnering with amazing organizations like City Year to come in and to provide additional supports as well, as Dr. Manny referenced earlier. It's just been nothing short of amazing. And so, it's not just us. It takes a village, but you need the right people in the right places.
Well, look, is there anything that we needed to know as far as community, how they can continue to support the efforts of City Year and Milwaukee College Prep?
I would say for City Year, if you know any 17 to 25-year-olds that are looking for an experience to not only pour into scholars inside of schools, but get themselves developed for their career after City Year, reach out to Iselle Nicholson, visit the City Year website. She's our community partnership manager, because we have opportunities waiting and ready for them. I would say to any community member, just get involved. Whether it is reading an article about the state of Black education on the North Side that was recently put out by City Forward Collective, whether it's showing up at Milwaukee College Prep and saying, I've got 5 hours, how can I support? Whether it is holding the folks at the schools where your child attends accountable to say, my kid is not reading. What do we need to do about that together? Whatever your role is, like, we all have the ability to influence, to make change in this community, because the state of education in this city for Black scholars is unacceptable. And we should all be outraged about it, and we should be doing things to support it, to make a difference, including supporting schools like Milwaukee College Prep, or network, sorry, Al, like Milwaukee College Prep.
No, absolutely. No, I appreciate that. And ditto again. We always look for people to contribute in 3 T's, right? Time, talent, and treasures. And so if you want to get involved, if you've got a calling to enact change, real change, at Milwaukee College Prep, you can get in touch with us. Number one, Google us. Any of our 4 campuses, you can call to the main offices, get more information, or you can find more information at milwcollegeprep.com.
Hey, look, Al Keefe, CEO of Milwaukee College Prep, and Dr. Stephanie Manny, Executive Director of City Year Milwaukee. Thank y'all for coming through.
Pleasure.
It was powerful.
Thank you.
Powerful conversation about how can we help, add, contribute, and grow the youth. It was amazing.
I appreciate it.
Thank y'all for coming through.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Ready to grow your business? Then connect with the City of Milwaukee at City Connect 2026, the city's 3rd annual vendor fair sponsored by BMO Harris Bank. Join local businesses, community partners, and city leaders Thursday, May 28th at Milwaukee City Hall from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Learn how to compete for city contracts, navigate the bid process, explore small business certifications, and build valuable connections through workshops and networking opportunities. Visit milwaukee.gov/vendor fair for details.
I love the exercise classes here at the Senior Center.
Me too. I'm trying to eat healthier too, but it's expensive these days.
I know, and that's why I use benefitscheckup.org. I learned I can get help paying for groceries.
Benefitscheckup.org?
Yes, benefitscheckup.org is a free service from the National Council on Aging.
For free? I'm going to benefitscheckup.org today.
The Crew take on the Dodgers Friday, May 22nd through Sunday the 24th. Join Boy Band Night on Friday the 22nd, presented by Wintrust. Grab a theme night ticket for a Brew Crew Boys t-shirt and stay for post-game fireworks presented by T-Mobile. Then on Saturday, the first 25,000 fans collect a patriotic Brewers hat. Close it out with Family Sunday fun as the first 5,000 kids 14 and under get a Brewers pennant on the 24th, courtesy of Joy. Grab your seats at brewers.com.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
On Thursday, May 28th, join Sharp for the 10th annual Unwrapped MKE from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. at 3rd Street Market Hall. Unwrapped is an evening of community, creativity, and food. Top area chefs will create gourmet appetizer, entree, and dessert bites using McDonald's ingredients. The fundraiser will support Sharp's STEAM-based education programs, serving thousands of urban elementary students in schools throughout Milwaukee, Waukesha, and Racine. For tickets, visit sharpliteracy.org.
Hey Wisconsin, it's construction season and the Wisconsin DOT wants to help you safely navigate work zones in your area. Check 511wi.gov or download the free 511 app to see current road work, closures, detours, and camera views on your route. Wherever your travels take you, know before you go with 511wi.gov. That's 511wi.gov. And remember, know before you go. Always park the phone while driving. Sponsored by the Wisconsin DOT.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
We out here fighting for the people. What we doing? We out here fighting for the people. What we doing? We out here fighting for the people. Tory Lowe, part 1. We out here fighting for the people. We out here fighting for the people. I can make a sequel. All these murders is getting lethal. Low, low.
a slaughterhouse, and we need a water drought. They tryna wipe us out. We out here fighting for the people. We out here fighting.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Hey, look, Truth Nation. Hey, look, we had an amazing conversation with Al Keefe and Dr. Stephanie, from Executive Director from City Year, and Al Keefe, CEO from Milwaukee College Prep. But y'all know I've been dealing with the bullying this year through the system, and now I got some professionals. I said, hold on, wait a minute. I want to get one more segment in and just get some what I consider extreme professionals on a high level in the city dealing with the youth. And I want to talk about bullying to a certain degree, because it seems like bullying has been going on for so long that you would think that it would be just an automatic operation when it comes up. Kind of elaborate in your own way about that topic, because I know I talk to different people. They have different ways to talk about bullying in schools and things like that. But I need to hear from some professionals. What is it? Why is it continuing to happen? And what are some safeguards against it?
I think it goes back to the comment I made earlier about, like, how do we view children? And I think that, when we are taught in school, traditionally trained educators, that behavior, period, is typically communication, right? And I think that, when bullying occurs or any other, I'll say less than desired behavior happens, right? I think a lot of times in schools, in classrooms, in systems, in districts, in places, we forget that this is also behavior that is a failed form or a lacking form of communication, right? And so, I think looking at this not necessarily always as a way of something to be policed and right away I'm just going to administer a consequence and that just be it and I move on with my day. We need to look a little deeper as to what is trying to be communicated. Again, I mentioned it earlier and I'll always return back to this. Having a conversation with the kid who's the bully, the alleged
Right.
bully, having that conversation around what's going on. Like, why are you doing this? Because I really don't believe any child sets out to just be
They just
problematic.
lashing out.
I don't like
Exactly.
but it's something's causing that, right? There's something happening that we as educators, I feel, have the duty of care to find out what's going on and support the child through it. And not to say that there shouldn't be consequences for their actions, but I think getting to the root of it, as you mentioned earlier, we have to take the time to actually figure out what is happening there. And I think that's the only way that we'll, get to a place where there's long-standing change. To your point, it's going to take time. It's going to take effort, but we can't lose sight of that just because behaviors are being presented and it's frustrating. We've got to actually put some plans in place to not only ensure the safety of the kiddos, but also make sure we're addressing the root of whatever is bothering that child.
I agree.
I think oftentimes when it's happening, we're reacting to it, right? And so much of our work at City Year with our core members is building those individualized relationships with kids, starting to understand what makes them tick, providing that alternatives, and what would it look like if every child in every school had a trusted adult that they could go to and they could talk to. Because oftentimes when I have found in my experience, when kids are the bully, that there's some things happening with them outside of that school space that are leading them to show up that way.
So is that a reflection on the parents? A bully?
I think it could be a reflection on anything.
Of the home environment.
It could be a reflection on something going on at home. It could be a reflection of a scholar that's in a classroom that doesn't have the academic, is not proficient academically. And so they're showing up in that way to hide something that is happening with them. And part of our work has to be about figuring out what that is and having that trusted adult for their child, but then also putting in the work to help that young person solve for that and help them show up in the way they want to. I do not believe there is many humans on this earth that want to be mean, that want to have people afraid of them.
Well, they're not born like that.
They're not born
They're
like
taught.
that. Yeah, they're taught. Humans are seeking love. They are seeking to be empathetic and be friends with others. So I don't think that those are natural behaviors, and we have to understand why that's happening. And to Al's point, it's not always about a punishment. Sometimes it's about how do we help that person restore within that community so we can move on. Too often, and I feel like, and I'm not going to go on my tirade about that because it's not in my notes, too often that is what is happening in what I call the modern day slave house, which is the prison system, is that we have reacted, right? And we have not tried to understand why that human is showing up that way to repair that harm. And so we just want to offer a consequence and we want you to go away, right? But you're still in this society, right? And so if we can start with our youngest babies of being like, yeah, we're going to make mistakes, things are going to happen, and here is how we're going to repair that harm and keep you in the community, that's what this work should be about.
Okay.
Ditto. Yeah.
Hey, I always say this. Parents will reach out to me and say they child has been bullied. They've reached out to the staff. It's continuing to happen. I even heard that if a child has an IEP, that it's not much they can do to the child or something like that. Is that true? Or?
Yeah, but that's the mindset.
I mean, I'm
because
just asking
I think it's what people are saying.
And that's what that's what the staff told me.
Well,
from a school.
Scholars
I don't want to
schools,
throw out the school.
I was going to say, not ours.
Not Milwaukee College Prep.
But scholars have an
truth to
individualized education plan. And so some of the things that are in those individualized education plans might be like identified struggles or behavior that kids are having. And so the job of the school and the job of that special education teacher, the regular ed teacher in that school community is to put systems in place to give that child like replacement behaviors. So it's not like there's nothing that you can do. Your job is to be giving them like replacement behaviors. And I think it kind of is what you said before. If people can't see a punishment, right, then they believe that nothing is happening, right? So if we don't kick the kid out of school, which I don't know what they're doing at home, if we don't kick them out of school, if we don't kick them out of the classroom, then sometimes people receive that nothing is happening. But things should be happening, right? We should be working with that scholar on replacement behaviors. We should be identifying like actual consequences that don't necessarily mean that you don't have the right to be educated today.
And in addition to that, what are we doing? There should be pieces put in place, plans put in place to ensure the safety and supervision while those interventions are taking place as well, right? Because at the same time, we have to make sure that all kids are safe in our spaces.
Right.
And so 100% in conjunction with that, it's critical that you have the right, again, staffing, the right people in place that are available to supervise that and not only ensure the safety of all, but also ensure the fidelity of implementation of those interventions. And so goes back to the point we made earlier, right? It's only going to be as good as the people you have in place to do it. But I think that requires a mindset shift. I think it's some places and some people to look at this more of an opportunity to grow children, an opportunity to pour into children versus just a consequence their way out of behaviors.
Powerful. Look, once again, tough topic though. You know, that was a tough topic, but I think that with the right action, it could be handled correctly. I think that, and I appreciate that. But I need that professional viewpoint.
Tori, can I just say, oftentimes we want to make parents feel bad or we want to blame things on home. I'm a parent, and I think that it is the hardest thing that I have ever done. I don't care how many degrees I have. Like, there is no book. There is no roadmap. And I feel like often people are doing the best that they can with the tools that they have in their box.
Right.
And so I would say to every parent, like, give yourself grace. And where you need help, seek it. And be consistent. That's all you can do. You can be consistent. And that is like where we need to go. But man, I wish there was a handbook. And if I could write one and become a millionaire, I would do it. But that hasn't happened yet.
Hey, look, well, we got one last break to take before we hit the top of the hour. When we come back, I just want to reiterate how can the community continue to support what y'all doing as educators. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
When you work smart, incredible things can happen. By joining Smart 18, the union for Wisconsin sheet metal workers, you'll open the door to a brighter future. You'll learn and earn more. Enjoy awesome benefits across the board. Build a great career and feel empowered and supported every step of the way. The smartest career decision you'll ever make starts with Smart 18. Find out more today at smart18info.com.
Tacos and Tequila Festival, Saturday, May 30th at Franklin Field, featuring live performances by Rick Ross, Genuine, Soulja Boy, Frankie J, Mims, Petey Pablo, Jaquan, and Milwaukee's very own Big Frank. It's Milwaukee's biggest throwback party of the summer, all for $29. There will be craft margaritas, Milwaukee's best taco vendors, authentic lucha libre wrestling, an exotic car showcase, a Chihuahua beauty pageant, art installations, and so much more. Tacos and Tequila Festival, Saturday, May 30th. Get your tickets now at tacosandtequilafestival.com.
Do you hear that? And that? And that? Those are the sounds of a healthy and vibrant community. And to this United Way volunteer, nothing sounds better. They're the sounds of children being given greater chances to succeed in school. The sounds of neighbors receiving the support needed to overcome challenges, both big and small. They're the sounds of families gaining access to quality healthcare and nutritious food for their tables. And they're the sounds of members of our community who've benefited from United Way's financial education programs. See, wherever there's a need in our communities, there's a United Way. People working together to respond and growing the good for everyone. United is the way. So join us by getting involved or giving back. Learn more at unitedway.org.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
They getting tired of you, Tory. Every time you look up, they kicking another door. See, I told you the days of being silent are over. This is the time for your cup to run over. If you don't stand for something, you gon' fall for anything. You hear me? Let me tell you something. If you need me, you know how to find me. But keep doing what you doing. I'm proud of you. Yeah, yeah. He who finds himself losing himself for my sake will find it. Yeah, yeah. And he who loses his life for my sake will find it. I've been praying for peace. I've been praying for peace. Tired of fighting these bees, but they need me in these streets. Yeah, hey yo, they killed my dog in front of his mama. Right on the front porch of his house, I lost some dog to the slaughter, but still I'm marching with a cross in my hand. Heart's got the evil of Sodom and Gomorrah. My kids in the projects can't drink the water, and then they wonder why we slaughtering daughters. They can't see the forest for the trees, but I'm chopping them down. Cause you don't know your ancestors, but you cop the designer. Eviction notices inside of your apartment, they pile up. We got
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Look, we have amazing guests in studio. We got Al Keefe, CEO of Milwaukee College Prep, and Dr. Stephanie Manny in studio, director of City Year Milwaukee. I want to make sure that the community gets the right information on how they can continue to support the amazing work that's going on with Milwaukee College Prep and City Year. So let's just give that information.
Yeah, get involved. If you're nearby a Milwaukee College Prep campus, you can always call, stop in, or find more information at our website, milwcollegeprep.com. Get involved whether you are looking to support financially, looking to volunteer, or looking to get involved in an amazing mission. please feel free to reach out, and we'd be more than happy to help out and get you involved. We want as many aligned people in this city to be aligned with this work and be involved in this amazing work that we're doing here. And so please just go ahead. I encourage everybody to get involved.
Powerful.
Right. I say 17 to 25-year-olds. We are currently recruiting for our next cohort of AmeriCorps volunteers. Visit our website at www.cityyear.org to learn more about the program, or reach out to our amazing community partnership manager, Isel Nicholson. And I would say for everybody in this city, read up, understand what's happening with education in this city, get involved, ask questions. And if you are doing that part, then we will charge forward together in ensuring that every child in this city has access to a high-quality education, because that has to be our goal.
Now, Dr. Stephanie, you brought your daughter with you today.
I did.
It's the apple don't fall too far from the tree now. I need to hear from her. I mean, what is your advice for the young people?
I love that.
I want to hear what is your advice for these young people? Because you didn't graduated from the University of Madison. You're a Badger. You had to come up through the system. What do you got to say to these young people? School is about to be out. What's some good advice?
Do what you're passionate about. I'm a journalism student, just graduated with a journalism degree.
What?
And yes, and that's what I'm most passionate about. And I think everybody deep down has a passion, and if you have that, keep working at it. Maybe instead of going out this summer, lock in at home and be like, what can I do to help myself get more forward? Like, take an online class, get some free video software and video edit if that's kind of your thing. But you always have to be working harder at your passion, and the talent will come later, is what I have to say. I didn't grow up being a great writer. I'm terrible at punctuation, but I got my bachelor's degree now. So you got to keep working at it and keep working at it. So if you have a passion, if you haven't found it yet, keep looking, and that's going to be your guiding light throughout the rest of your educational career and your life.
That was amazing. Hey, I'm trying to tell you, this is, you can always see the fruit of the labor, and I'm seeing the fruit right here. And I got another question for you.
No.
As a young person coming up with all of the social media and all of the distractions and all of the things that go on with peer pressure, how did you make it through?
What a great question. I think just recognizing that there are things about me that you can't find anywhere else. I'll say right here, I was bullied in middle school, high school, and that was really tough, and I still carry some of that stuff with me to this day. But just remembering that there are things about me that people love and that are different and are unique to only me. And you have a duty to bring your uniqueness to the world and bring that to your community, because like they've said before, everybody has talents that they can bring to any situation, and you have to remember that you have these talents, and it is your duty as a member of your community to bring them, no matter what you're going through. You have to hold on to that.
I thought she had the doctorate. Hey, I'm just trying to figure this out.
I love that.
Well, look, I appreciate y'all for coming through. It's been an amazing, amazing conversation. And like I said, continue to do the great work.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
This is 101.7 The Truth's Kyle Wallace, and I am Milwaukee. I take great pride in being a 414 boy and representing the city that I love. The great memories I have of going to Northtown Cinema to see movies with family and friends, to going to Capitol Court to see the Black Santa Claus, this city has helped shape me into the man that I am today, and I pledge to utilize my voice as a way to advocate for you in our community. Join the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations, where you can speak your truth. We are the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk.
The Brew Crew are back on June 2nd.
Fly ball center field. It's hit well. Grisham back. It is gone!
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they play the San Francisco Giants.
Got him swinging. Threw him a curveball. It's 11 Ks for Mizorowski.
Brewers baseball is presented by Construction Business Group. Tune in June 2nd at 6:40 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check your local listings to watch the game.
As parents, we have a million things running through our minds.
Playdates, checkups, groceries, laundry, diapers, work, carpool schedules, picture day, swim team, did we mention diapers, birthday parties, meal prep, lost permission slips, dentist appointments, and the dog that still needs to be walked. So it's easy to make a mistake. Oh, I forgot birthday candles. Sit tight, hon, I'll be right back. We say we'd never put our kids in danger by leaving them in the car alone. Oh, wait, since when are candles not on the baking aisle? But never happens. And temperatures as low as 60 degrees can be deadly for children left behind. So always bring them with you, and every time you park the car, stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
My name is Emma. I am 13 years old. 6 years ago, I was injured in a car accident that left me paralyzed from the waist down. Once I completed rehab, my mom applied for a canine companion service dog. Last January, I finally got to meet my service dog, Marcia. We quickly developed a very strong bond. Together, we go to my horseback riding lessons, school band practice, swim meets, and archery classes. Together, we pick vegetables, and we like to cut flowers. I love Marcia. She makes me feel like together we can do anything. I can't imagine life without her. She's a part of the family. We are just one of the thousands of teams Canine Companions has paired together over the past 50 years. With your help, we can continue for another 50. Visit canine.org to see the many ways you can change lives.
I can tell that we are gonna be friends.
Get the truth and nothing but the truth with Sherwin Hughes every weekday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on 101.7 FM, 1510 a.m. WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Low, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Low from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Low Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues. Right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Low Show. And I got some stories I got to get to. We got to get to some stories. Amazing conversation. I love it when we have Milwaukee College Prep City Year in the building, where we can discuss a lot of the things about the youth. A lot of the youth gonna be off. A lot of the youth are gonna be out there this summer, and I've been trying to advise everybody to come up with a plan for the kids this summer. Don't just have them sitting around the house. Start early. Let's not be so reactive. Let's give them some work to do. Let's come up with some kind of programming to get them. To make sure that they stay busy this summer and not out roaming around and looking for things to do. And sometimes when you're looking for something, you may find what you may find may not be the best. But if it's pre-planned, then you can have a little bit of guidance and understand what's the plan for the summer. I think that kids not having a lot of things to do in the summertime is never good. It's never a good thing. But the NPS budget plan, since we were talking about schools, NPS budget plan advances without changes. This is what they're saying. We got some audio and video on this if you're watching as we broadcast live. Let's listen.
Many of the parents and teachers are still upset and concerned over the proposed cuts in the budget, and that is exactly what we heard here tonight during public comment. But there's some positive news tonight. We also learned that some positions are coming back. The district is budgeting 4 additional teaching positions and 2 paraprofessional positions for the district alternative schools. And Superintendent Brenda Caselius also mentioned 9 assistant principals have been reinstated. Now, here's a reminder. The proposed budget adds 150 teaching positions and 140 paraprofessional positions into classrooms and cuts more than 100 administrative staff and assistant principal positions. Now, people have been upset about that, but the superintendent says it's necessary to ensure future success. Now, tonight's meeting also comes after a state budget surplus deal fell through, which would have provided millions of dollars to special education funding.
We are in this really difficult financial situation now, so it's a hard year to be able to expand these programs again, even though they have so much value and good for the community.
But I would be dishonest if I said I was not concerned about the expectation that schools and big teams will now absorb and sustain much of this work internally, while also managing staffing shortages, increased academic demands, student mental health needs.
Okay, well, like I said, it is. A budget crisis is what it is. It's going to lead to employment crisis for a lot of people as well. So as we continue on with them trying to balance the budget, what's like $45 million, $47 million in the hole. You can't keep kicking the can down the road. Some action, I'm sure no matter what they would have did, it would have been a lot of people upset. I'm just upset that they said when they got the referendum money that things would get better. And so a lot of people got a bad taste in their mouth about wanting to help out what's going on with MPS and actually, you know, now paying higher taxes, I guess, because of it. And it's a mess still. So I'm not going to push back on Caselius for trying to deal with a bad budget. And that's what, you know, that's what's got to happen. If somebody gave you a bad budget, you got to make the right cuts and that you feel like you need to make moving forward. And everybody ain't going to be happy with it. And it is what it is. I want to head over to Beaver Dam, where there was a missing woman, and now they're saying that the husband is arrested, charged with the homicide. I remember seeing this post about the missing woman, and now they're saying that the husband had been charged with a homicide. We got some video on this. If you're watching this rebroadcast live, let's listen.
Still, I wish he would just tell him where her body is, what he did with her at least. You know, the family needs it.
Carrie Piane lived in the same building as the Nelsons and remembers hearing fighting and seeing Alexis only when accompanied by Aaron.
We're ready to proceed. This is Mr. Aaron Nelson.
On Monday, 43-year-old Aaron Nelson appeared in the Dodge County courtroom, charged with killing his wife, Alexis, and hiding her body.
Requesting $1 million cash bail with the condition that the defendant have no contact with any witnesses listed in the criminal complaint.
Prosecutors say the morning of March 29th of last year, Alexis and Aaron were seen on video at this Beaver Dam quick trip. Cell records show Alexis's cell phone is seen traveling to Sun Prairie. The following day, court filings say Aaron Nelson went to this Menards and purchased a 32-gallon trash can, later found with blood evidence and Alexis Nelson's DNA. Days later, prosecutors say Nelson created a new Facebook page and listed his marital status as widowed. Claimed he and Alexis moved to Missouri, but later moved in with another woman in Fond du Lac County. Months would go by before Alexis Nelson's mother would contact Beaver Dam police and report her missing. During that time, prosecutors say Aaron Nelson gave conflicting stories about his wife, that she died from alcohol abuse or cancer. Piane says she remembers investigators coming to the apartment 3 or 4 times.
They did have a cadaver dog with them one time.
Filings say a dog found the scent of human decomposition in the apartment, and a search of a storage unit found blood matching that of Alexis Nelson.
The state's request is appropriate for order $1 million cash bail.
Now, this is where I need Eddie to call in to try to explain this. He don't call in when it's stuff like this. Now, I'll say this. The first suspect is the person, the partner, when somebody goes missing. And I deal with missing all the time. And it's always whoever was seen with them last, most likely, or highly likely know or may have some information, vital information to get you kind of closer to what took place. And that's why when I deal with missing people, I always ask, who was the last person around? People just don't come up missing, especially family members that are on a routine that they call their family members every day, especially if they go to work and they have a reputation of showing up on time. They have a reputation of taking care of a family member. They don't show up. Little indications that this person just didn't wander off. So thank God that they have the husband in custody. I remember seeing this about this Beaver Dam woman being missing, but I always suspected that the husband could have been a part of this. Kathy says, March 2025, why does it take so long to get convictions? They got to make sure that they had a proper evidence sometimes. It takes a while. A lot of times when I deal with missing, I had a missing case that went like a couple years before we found out what happened. Off of Burleigh, Martin Luther King and Burleigh. Young man went missing. They said he just walked off. Nah, and that was a conversation where I think that we kind of suspected maybe some family members may have some information that they wasn't trying to tell. So, like I said, it could take a second to figure it all out. But hey, got the husband in jail on this. I want to go to this other story that we've been talking about, that we've been keeping track of. This is the flock camera. The officer was checking out his ex and trying to see who she was, was she tipping around or whatever as she moved on from the relationship. He was trying to figure out what she was doing with that new thing. And I guess he got in trouble where they saying a second MPD officer under investigation for flock camera misuse. We got another officer under investigation with these flock cameras. I thought we straightened all this out. If you're watching as we broadcast live, we got video on this. If you're watching, let's listen.
Are there any findings of officers using the search function for something that was not tied to a case at all, for example?
So I will disclose to this body there is investigation pending, but I can't disclose any other information at this time.
During an FPC meeting May 7th, the Milwaukee Police Department said it is investigating a second officer for misuse of license plate reader cameras, also known as flock. No formal charges have been filed. That officer is on full suspension pending the outcome of the investigation. MPD says that investigation was initiated on March 9th. It comes after prosecutors charged now former MPD officer Josue Ayala for using the system to track someone he was dating and that person's ex almost 180 times in 2 months.
Wow. The second we became aware, we acted swiftly to hold that member accountable, and that member is no longer part of this department.
The FPC launched a review of the department's use of the technology. Community members have also voiced concerns about abuse of the flock system and who can access it. The company Flock Safety, which deploys the license plate reading cameras, says the technology includes audit trails. Every search is recorded, with who performed the search and reasons for the search. That record cannot be altered or deleted. The department's risk manager, James Lewis, explained that audit process to commissioners. He says they do audits monthly and complaints are investigated immediately.
I don't know. I told y'all that this was, I thought we discussed this. I thought they got the right people watching the cameras. Now we got somebody that's doing searches that has nothing to do with the investigation. I wonder what they're looking for. I wonder what he was looking for. They never said what he was doing, what was in the search.
So that tells me that it's something they don't want people to know about.
They do not want nobody to know what this was. It was already bad that the officer was trying to spy on his girl or his ex-girl or whatever that situation was, he didn't trust her. So he used the flock cameras to try to see if she had a little side piece.
Now this guy's looking at your girl.
Now I don't know what, they didn't say what he was looking up. They said he typed something in the search engine that had nothing to do with the investigation. They trying to keep that on the low. They don't want the media to go crazy. We gonna get the information. You know the media gonna do their due diligence. They gonna get his public. Got to be some kind of public record on this.
Well, also Milwaukee's a small town. Somebody's gonna say something.
Somebody know what took place. If you know what he was looking up, come hit me on the low. I want to know. You can remain anonymous. But that's bad though. We already knew coming in with these flock cameras that there was going to be some misuse. But now right here off the bat, we ain't had these flock cameras for about what? How long we did have these flock cameras?
Couple months, right?
The one police officer went in right away as soon as he got access to the flock camera. So now here we go. And these supposed to be the people that's supposed to uphold the law.
Protect and serve.
Hey. Protect and search, I guess. I search for who. I want to know what he dialed in. Because is it as bad as the guy with the ex-girl? Is it something else? Was he trying to check on his girl? Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Breaking down the issues that shape our city and our future.
Another function of white supremacy, don't teach black people stuff, because if you give us a little bit of knowledge, we'll invent something totally new. That's why it was illegal to teach slaves to read, because if we could read, then we could write. And if we could write, we could communicate. And if we could communicate, we could plan. And if we could plan, we could strategize. And if we can plan and write and read and communicate and strategize, we could overthrow white supremacy, because they've always known how fragile it is.
It's The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 to noon.
70 million people in the U.S. have learning and thinking differences, like ADHD and dyslexia. Each has their own story. This is ours. At first, I thought it was just a phase. Then schoolwork became a struggle. Emotions got bigger, and my kids started falling behind. I felt alone, like I was lost in the dark trying to find answers. Then I learned about Understood.org, a nonprofit empowering parents and kids like us. It was like we had a light to show us the path ahead. Whenever new challenges came up, their guidance helped us figure out our next step. We still have tough days, but now we have direction. And I have the tools and resources I need to help my child thrive. No matter where you are on the path, Understood can help you keep moving forward. Visit understood.org/yourpath today.
Dreaming of owning your first home? Don't settle for a fixer-upper. Build a brand new home with Milwaukee Habitat for Humanity. They partner with first-time buyers to make home ownership possible with little to no down payment and a team that's on your side every step of the way. Even if you're just starting to explore what's possible, they're here to help you take the next step. If your household earns between $55,000 and $90,000 a year, you may qualify. Visit MilwaukeeHabitat.org to learn more.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other. Leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Heard them bots talking, but they sounding real slow. We bout that action. Yeah. Locked in and ready to go. Hey. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Big steel toe soul. Have a kick talk that 10 toes froze. March in the rain, whole block on hold. Flags in the air, but the ground stay cold. Chalk on the curb, name on the sign. Mama in the front, son doing time. Judge hit a desk, didn't read that file, so we came 10 deep on the courthouse
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Remember the scrapyard that we talked about, I think 2 weeks ago? We had a couple stories. A couple people said they found their cars in the scrapyard. And I was like, hey, they need to investigate this. How many cars have been scrapped that people think is missing? And they've been, I guess you had to do like a bill of sales. I guess the requirement was real low, like a bill of sales. And if they can fake the identification and get the car scrapped. Well, there's a third car theft victim, and they're calling on Wisconsin to require a title to scrap vehicles. I thought you already needed the title. Like they say now they're trying to ask Wisconsin to require a title to scrap the vehicles. We got the story as we broadcast live on YouTube. Let's listen.
Not even like a day.
It was a devastating sight for Tina Hansen.
Completely roof caved in, everything, just junk.
A red Toyota Camry she had planned to give to her son for his 17th birthday crushed at a Milwaukee scrapyard after it vanished from her apartment parking lot in Greenfield.
We didn't know if it was stolen, if the property manager had it towed for some reason. They didn't, so obviously it was stolen.
Tina reported the car stolen to Greenfield police the next morning, and investigators obtained this apartment complex surveillance video from March 17th. It shows a tow truck entering the lot and leaving with Tina's car 7 minutes later.
Oh, wow. What was the first thing that went through your mind when you learned it was a tow truck that took it away?
I was wondering why a tow truck was stealing my car.
Police documents show officers first tracked down the tow truck driver, who told them, quote, the owner of the vehicle had wanted cash for their car. Police records go on to say the tow truck company then sold the car to this scrapyard on Mill Road the next morning.
The whole thing was a bunch of red flags. So I don't understand why he bought it from her in the first place.
Tina learned from police that investigators determined the tow truck driver and the scrapyard business were not to blame. Rather, just the thief who claimed the car was theirs. That's because police determined the thief wrote this bogus handwritten bill of sale and forged Tina's signature.
It gives you goosebumps thinking that, someone's pretending to be you and to go through all that.
All to make $300.
She knew your name somehow.
Yeah.
How do you think she figured that out?
It had to have been from the registration papers left in the glove box.
Tina says she still had the keys and a title certificate at the time it was stolen, but she learned from police those weren't needed. According to state law, a bill of sale that anyone can write qualifies as a form of documentation for a tow truck driver to buy a car and sell it to a scrapyard, so long as they also show their ID.
There needs to be a law stating that they need to have a physical title. If not, then you could get in trouble for taking the car.
So is no punishment? So somebody can take your car right now, fake a bill of sales, scrap it for $300 to $400, and then drive off into the sunset. Okay, and then remember that story where we said it was a ghost tow truck out here just grabbing cars. Now think about it. If you could get 3 of these cars at $300 a whop, That's $900 in one day. I mean, how long has this been going on? And why isn't it law for you to have a title to scrap a car? Boy, I thought somebody had hit us up and said, you need the title. Well, obviously you don't. Obviously you don't. And with all of the AI technology right now, you can fake a bill of sales in 5 seconds. And so how many more cars have been taken this way? If you want to join the conversation, 833-212-1017. We got Brother Love on the lines. He wants to join the conversation. How you doing, Brother Love?
Hey, Tori, man. How you doing?
Hey,
How you
blessings,
feeling?
brother. I'm feeling powerful. How you feeling?
Hey, man, I'm heartbroken, man. I'm going to miss you, man.
Hey, we ain't, you ain't gonna miss me too much longer. I mean, it ain't gonna. Yeah. We gonna have to meet on the other side of this.
Yeah, I'm sorry that happened to you, man. You're a good brother, and
no,
I really
it ain't nothing
the
happened
show.
to me. I think that was my decision.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
They,
Yes,
they
sir.
ain't nothing happened
Yes,
to me.
sir.
Yeah, I got you though.
That's right.
And I feel you. Yeah,
that's right. That's right. That's right. And brother, the police officer, man, you know what? I did the same thing, Tori. I was in a relationship, and I called her, and I was like, "Baby, what you doing?" She was like, "I'm in the bed watching ER." I was like, "No, you're not." So I went over there. I picked up one of those big boulders, put it on the side of her house, and I peeked in her window, and guess what she was doing, Tori?
Oh wow, cheating on you.
Watching ER.
What?
So yeah, man. So I had to I read a book called Obsessive Love, so I had to get over being jealous, possessive,
She was
and
telling the
abusive,
truth,
man. She was telling the truth. I thought ER was the man name. I didn't know nothing, man.
Oh, you thought ER was a man, not the TV show.
Yeah. So now as I mature,
Wait a minute. How did you
like
pick up
to
a
watch
boulder
ER.
and put it by the window?
I mean, not a boat, just one of the, they got the miniature one.
I was going to say, I thought you was talking about she was over at a Barada property where them boulders was out. One of them boulders.
Yeah, man. So I peeped. Yeah. So man. So I'm learning not to be so obsessive, and more loving and more kind.
Okay, so you saying that you did what the cop did with the flock camera? You had to try to spy on.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I tried, man. I don't know. I did it, man. But thank God, man. You know what I mean. I'm working on it. That book, Obsessive Love, it sure worked wonders.
And you was peeping through the window.
Yeah, I peeped. I was peeping through that window, man. I thought I was trying to see something, but she was sitting there patient, calm, watching ER.
How long did the relationship last?
A couple years. She was a good woman.
Okay, that's what's up.
Couple years. Yeah. All right, brother. Well, God bless you, man, and have a good one, man.
Hey, God bless you, Brother Love. Hey, don't worry about it. It's gonna be a powerful. It's moving forward. It's powerful. Understand what I'm saying? So, but yeah, now I'm lost because I'm thinking about Brother Love peeping through the window.
Peeping Tom, bro.
Hey. Why did not really a city girl put red flags in the chat?
Because he's looking through people's windows.
It was this girl. I'm not saying this right. He was just trying to relate to the flock camera situation.
Sometimes you don't need to relate.
Hey, when he said he was doing some secret investigating. So what private investigating.
I thought ER was the guy's name. What are we talking about?
But we do got something on camera down in Chicago. No, not in Chicago, but in Detroit. We gotta go over. When we come back, we gotta go over to Detroit, Michigan, where a landlord was seen creeping with a tenant on the security camera. We're gonna talk about it when we get back. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Prizes, exclusive experiences, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting truthcontests.com. That's truthcontests.com.
Tacos and Tequila Festival, Saturday, May 30th at Franklin Field, featuring live performances by Rick Ross, Genuine, Soulja Boy, Frankie J, Mims, Petey Pablo, Jaquan, and Milwaukee's very own Big Frank. It's Milwaukee's biggest throwback party of the summer, all for $29. There will be craft margaritas, Milwaukee's best taco vendors, authentic lucha libre wrestling, an exotic car showcase, a Chihuahua beauty pageant, art installations, and so much more. Tacos and Tequila Festival, Saturday, May 30th. Get your tickets now at tacosandtequilafestival.com.
Until people come before profit. Until all energy is clean. Until the wild is truly free. Earth Justice will never rest. Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit defending the planet and its people for nearly 50 years. Earth Justice has 150 full-time lawyers fighting in court for our planet's future and representing all clients free of charge. No one fights more cases on the environment than Earth Justice. And we win because these are fights we cannot lose. Until justice stands for all, Earth Justice will never rest. If you share our restless spirit and want to commit to fighting for a just and equitable future for everyone, go to earthjustice.org/neverrest. Earth Justice, because the Earth needs a good lawyer.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on where you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. Last week, media mogul Byron Allen surprised a lot of people by buying a majority stake of BuzzFeed, placing him in control of the online publisher as chairman and CEO. The move is a welcome one for BuzzFeed, which has struggled lately. Before Allen entered the picture, its shares were trading under $1. Part of the move shifts the person who had been CEO into the role of CEO of BuzzFeed AI. And I spoke to Bloomberg News media and entertainment team leader Chris Palmieri about whether he thinks a further focus on AI for BuzzFeed might be part of Allen's plans.
I would think so. Everybody is looking at AI. Jonah Peretti, who's with the co-founder of BuzzFeed, is the guy who is giving up the CEO title but is focusing on that AI business. They talked about that a little bit in the past. He said that, he sees this becoming a major force in media. It already is to some degree, whether you like it or not.
I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Big heart, big voice. Whole city in the ceiling. Yeah. Walk in, capes turn the cameras. He don't need a mask, just manners. Show up when the block need answers. Turn pain into cheers, that's magic, that's standing. Turn who gon' help, so we got hope. Turn I can't talk, to I won't show. From the courthouse steps to the front row pew. If you speak truth first, he gon' stand by you, yeah. He got superpowers, call him Tory Lowe. Everyday hero, everywhere he go. Turn that pressure into solid gold. If you feel alone, he gon' let you know. You ain't alone.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. We got to head over to Detroit, Michigan. This is a story that Andrew brought to my attention. And I was like, what is going on with this? Michigan landlord seen creeping, messing around with a tenant on security camera. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. We got video on this. Let's listen.
He walked back and forth through here naked and.
What did you do in the kitchen? I saw him come out with some kind of rag or something.
I don't know. I might have been trying to make a sandwich, but I don't know. It's creepy.
Their landlord was supposed to be removing dead birds from the attic. Instead, he was giving a lesson on the birds and the bees on camera. So right now we're kind of standing at the scene of the crime. What did you guys do? Did you clean before you?
Most definitely. My wife, she's germophobic, so I had to most definitely clean it before she even stepped in anywhere in this house, period.
It allegedly happened Monday in Westland while Javon Crawford and his wife were in the hospital with his sick grandma. His wife started getting alerts from their security cameras on her phone.
She just pointed the phone to me, and I seen him just doing what he was doing right here in our house.
Was it live?
It was live footage.
Oh my God.
Time stamped and everything.
Bonnet down, legs up for about an hour.
I'm wondering too if this guy's done this before. He seems so comfortable.
Too comfortable. So I know for a fact that somebody that comfortable, what else could be done?
That landlord has some explaining to do. We tracked him to his Canton Township home.
Is this you
naked in a tenant's home? What? The Crawfords have handed that X-rated film over to police.
How hard is it going to be next month to cut that check to him?
It's gonna be hard. I'm gonna probably write some languages on the back of the check for him to transfer.
What?
Yeah, special memo. Yeah.
I mean, they should get their security deposit back. I mean, this is wild. What is the landlord doing? I don't even know what scenario to put this in. I would file with the city. I wouldn't get you would be missing. I wouldn't even pay you no rent. Coming up, I wouldn't even pay the rent. I would go to an organization and have them hold the money till we can figure out what took place. Like he may have soiled the couch. He could have. I mean, the cleanup costs.
Oh, absolutely not.
Of course. I mean, I'm getting a new couch.
Yeah, I'm getting new furniture, new couch, new rugs,
It could
everything.
be something. It could be something crawling on the couch after that.
That's disgusting.
Just saying.
Got a black light.
I'm not even using that couch no more.
I can't watch my movies on this couch.
Wow.
Bonnet down, legs
how
up
did
for
he
an
even
hour.
know they was gone? They must have told him that. How did he even know that he was supposed to be there to fix something?
Yeah, he was supposed to take dead birds out the attic. Instead, he's got a bird on my couch.
Oh, wow. He's supposed to get the birds out of the attic, but he had a pigeon on the couch. Wow.
Birds and the bees.
That's wild. I can't believe this. This at a whole nother level. I'm confused. Kathy says, I'm confused. Whose feet was in the air? Who was he with? Somebody that owed rent or something? Somebody that had back rent? Was they living in an apartment building?
It looked like an apartment.
Yeah, so wow. That's too much. Then they went and showed him. The news actually went over there and showed him what was happening, and he gonna walk off. I think what is that? Can you press charges?
That's got to be illegal.
He the landlord. He was supposed to be in the house. He had permission to be in the house. Can he face charges? All right. I'm gonna move on. That's a lot to unpack right there. That's a lot to unpack right there, and we gonna
thank God for those candles.
We got to pray for justice, I guess.
Do you have the candles here?
Yeah, it's the candles up.
Covering the face. Thank God for that.
Oh wow. Yeah, tough. That's crazy. All right. Well, I want to. Man. Also, I want to head over to Chicago. I saw this video online where an old man was out for his birthday, and the security guard shoved this man. He falls back and bumps his head on the concrete. And this has ignited a whole conversation about the aggressiveness of bouncers at clubs. Now, this was an old man that was out having fun with his family and friends. For some reason, him and the bouncer got into a shoving match, And I don't know if y'all seen this making his rounds on social media, but now they're saying that the man is in a coma. I think he just turned 63 years old. If you're watching as we broadcast live, we got the story, security seeing Chicago man head first into the sidewalk on his birthday. If you watch as we broadcast live, we got video. Let's listen.
I was knocked out. I don't remember. Like, when I seen it, I just don't even remember how I got there.
It was supposed to be a 54th birthday celebration on Sunday night at the Family Den Lounge in the 8900 block of South Stony Island Avenue. Instead, Andre Bass, known to many as House, says the night ended with him unconscious and in the hospital. Hard to watch as he's shoved by a security guard. Bass fell backwards into a section of public sidewalk in severe disrepair.
My head got busted in the back. I have stitches back there.
Oh, wow.
My neck is just stiff right now.
Bass says he blacked out immediately after his head slammed into the concrete.
Wow.
Walk me through what hurts on your body.
My neck, my head, my whole right arm, my shoulder.
Since the incident, Bass says he has been hospitalized twice and unable to work. Part of his tongue now left to heal, while questions remain about why the confrontation started in the first place.
Sitting there having a beer, and I feel this, this big guy come behind me, tapping, grabbing me on my shoulder. It was him. In the process, he was just grabbing me, trying to tell me, you gotta go, you gotta go.
Bass says the same security guard was aggressive with him in the past.
I had an encounter with him before.
And was he aggressive? What was that encounter like?
Very aggressive.
The Family Den issued a statement. Here's some of it. To ensure the integrity of our establishment and the safety of our patrons, management has permanently relieved the security officer involved of all duties at our establishment. We're taking a hard look at our security protocols to ensure that an incident like this never happens again.
All right, so they seem like they have a history. He said that he was there before, and it's some kind of history there. I'm wondering if they got some video footage of just the whole thing, because why would the bouncer even push a 63-year-old or 60-something-year-old elder like that? That was a lot of force. Seemed like it was something going on prior to this situation. I guess when I seen it online, they said he was unconscious. Obviously, he's not unconscious anymore in the video. He's talking. But, I'm wondering why the bouncer was not arrested. How come they didn't say that the bouncer was arrested? I heard they let him go, but I didn't hear that there was any charges being pressed against the bouncer. What do you think happened here, Andrew?
I think the bouncer probably just was having a bad day, Tori, and took it out on somebody that he shouldn't have taken it out on.
It's causing a conversation about how bouncers overreact at clubs, many times injuring patrons.
I've never been injured by a bouncer, Tori, but I've had friends who have been injured by bouncers who just felt like they were a big man, they were going to do something.
Well, I've seen bouncers come in and, like, if it was a fight, they would come in and just roar, like, to try to just, overdo it, to show that, okay, y'all got to stop this. And then I didn't see people get dropped, almost on their head almost, because the bouncers are coming in, tossing people around. So,
well, and also like the collateral damage too. If you're just a dude hanging out and other dudes are fighting, you might get hit in the head by a bouncer too. You didn't even do anything.
Yeah, a lot of people are pointing out in the comments of this video going viral how bouncers sometimes they ain't police officers, but they be out of control. Sometimes I'm gonna tell you this. I seen it to where a lot of these bouncers, maybe on steroids or something, roid raging.
Oh yeah,
I saw that in the comments too. That some of these bouncers may be, on the juice.
Can I tell my truth about Milwaukee bouncers?
Go right ahead, Andrew.
I have been out a couple times now, Tori, since coming here last summer. I have seen so many bouncers, so many guys who are supposed to work security at doors with the wands,
right?
Not wand people down and just flirt with girls. And I'm like, What are we doing?
letting the girls in for free.
Let the girls in for free. I don't have a problem with that. But you need to wind everybody down. You know how many shootings we have in this city? I need to make sure people don't have guns in these clubs. Not doing their jobs.
And they just trying to get some phone numbers.
Yeah, get digits.
Oh, wow. Well, look, when we come back, we're going to have a recap, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Honest, direct, and always thought-provoking.
Nice people get applause. Oh, that was a thoughtful thing to say. It's like when you ask somebody a question and the person repeats back to you, good question. They're being nice, but kindness earns respect. Being nice pleases people. Being kind improves them, and that difference, the one personal strength you should always have, character.
Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris, weekdays from 4 to 6, live on YouTube and broadcasting on 1017 The Truth.
You served behind the desk.
You served in combat.
You did 4 years and got out.
You were drafted.
You gave 20 years.
You gave exactly what your country needed.
And so did you.
When you raised your hand and swore an oath to your country, when you put your name on a dotted line, you became part of only 1% of Americans who did the same. You are a veteran.
You are a veteran.
You are a veteran. Because no matter when, where, or how you served, you made a sacrifice for your country, and you deserve support.
If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait. Reach out.
Reach out to a loved one, to a fellow veteran, to VA.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Many of our most important memories are made at school. But for children like Victoria, the classroom can be a place of fear and isolation. She wore a bandage over her cleft every day, too shy to speak, too afraid to smile. Everything changed after one life-transforming surgery made possible by Smile Train. Today, Victoria's smile lights up her classroom, a symbol of confidence, connection, and new beginnings. Due to stigma, children with untreated clefts often miss out on school entirely, but thanks to Smile Train, students like Victoria are stepping into the classroom, raising their hands, and finding their voice. Smile Train partners with local experts to support with free cleft surgeries and other comprehensive care, empowering children to thrive in school and in life. Let's help every child walk into the classroom with confidence. Visit smiletrain.org/learn.
Hi, I'm Priscilla Presley. My love for animals began when I was 5 years old. That sparked a lifelong commitment to speak up for animals who can't speak for themselves. Elvis and I supported American Humane Society because your compassion can change a life. American Humane Society strengthens the bond between humans and animals. Please visit AmericanHumane.org to learn more. Thank you.
This is The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Still think you're gonna use those old chemicals just sitting under the sink or in the garage or down in the basement? Probably not. So don't let them sit there. Get rid of them right away. Take hazardous waste to MMSD's home hazmat drop-off centers. It's safe, easy, and open to all Milwaukee County residents. Plus, there are 3 locations open year-round. For hours, locations, and a full list of what you can bring, check them out at MMSD.com. Also, Tacos and Tequila Festival is Saturday, May 30th at Franklin Field, featuring live performances by Rick Ross, Genuine, Soulja Boy, Frankie J, Mims, Petey Pablo, Jay Quan, and Milwaukee's very own Big Frank. It's Milwaukee's biggest throwback party of the year, all for $29. There will be craft margaritas, Milwaukee's best taco vendors, authentic lucha libre wrestling, an exotic car showcase, and a Chihuahua beauty pageant. Hey, look, Tacos and Tequila Festival, Saturday, May 30th. Get your tickets now at tacosandtequilafestival.com. Hey, Andrew, we got to recap the show.
First things first, if you are interested in the Tory Lowe mixtape, it drops tonight, 6 p.m. on YouTube, Tory. We have the world premiere, well, kind of our mixtape. So just FYI.
Oh, yeah, the mixtape is coming out.
Yeah, 6 p.m. tonight on YouTube.
6 p.m. tonight. And
Yes.
if you send in your email address.
You already got it.
They already got it. Somebody did hit me up and said they already got the Tory Lowe mixtape.
Yep.
With the email. Oh, it's out today.
Already sent it out.
Oh, wow. That's powerful.
Yes, sir.
All right,
yes.
well, salute to everybody that signed up to get the email, get the copy of the mixtape through email. This was my gift to all of those out in Truth Nation. Something as, it may be a classic piece of material now that, this will be our last show Friday. So, hey, is it too late to get the email address? I don't know. I mean,
like I said, I have them already. So if you want it, email us or send us, it in the chat and we can get it.
Yeah, I mean, where can they find out where's the mixtape on YouTube?
The mixtape on YouTube is on 1017 The Truth's YouTube channel.
Yeah, look on 1017 The Truth YouTube channel. We got the full mixtape. You can listen to it all. You can chill, check out the vibes. It's powerful.
We're with the brand for 48 more hours, Tory, and I figured, let's just keep giving as much content as humanly possible.
Facts.
Oh, yeah. No, 100%.
That's powerful.
So in hour number one, Tory, we talked about a young man in Charlotte, North Carolina, who is disqualified, costing his team a state title because he made a hand gesture. Didn't feel right. Felt like kind of was discriminatory. The reason is because they claimed it was because he was taunting his opponents.
Man, look, these are young people having fun. This was something this was a hateful decision made by officials. These young black teens are athletically talented. It wasn't a taunt. It was 5 back-to-back track wins for the school. I don't think that this was the right call. They're appealing it, and I hope that they do the right thing and drop it.
I hope so, too. It's something to keep an eye on for sure.
Now, I can see if he was making gestures toward the runners. It wasn't even nobody around him.
He was so far ahead.
So far ahead, it was, nobody even close, So he couldn't have been taunting anybody. This is not a taunt. This was a celebration of 5 wins, 5 years of the track team winning the state.
How you going to taunt? You can't even get on the podium with me.
Oh, wow.
All right. Then we also had Nazir Spencer come in for the Pop Culture Report, talk about Drake's numerous records at this point. I'm sick of Drake, Tory. I'm so happy when we get out of this, not hearing about Drake all the time is going to make my life better. I'm losing my hair because of it.
He's making history right now, so we got to talk about it.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, he's the first artist to have a 15 songs chart on the Billboard, and then he got 3 albums that made chart 1, 2, 3. Something with Spotify, like he got like 60 songs on the top of the Spotify list. I mean, these are just things that people want to know. It's not like we're talking about Drake like, oh, he's so awesome. He's actually making some kind of weird history going on right now.
Tory, I'm a friend, I'm a brother, I'm a sibling, right? But I'm a hater before everything else.
Oh, wow.
I'm a hater before everything else.
Especially when it comes to Drake.
Especially when it comes to Aubrey Graham.
What's interesting about all of this, I seen that DJ Academics did a hit piece on J. Cole.
Oh, here we go.
He just got the OVO chain.
Bought and paid for.
Yeah, he's bought and paid for now. So he got the hit piece out on J. Cole, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know if Drake wants to have a beef with J. Cole now and kind of go back and forth with J. Cole or redirecting the energy towards Cole? Because from what I'm hearing, they saying that Cole, the one, is the reason why the Kendrick and Drake beef even kicked off.
So Cole can put out a diss track towards Drake and then delete it in a couple hours, right? That's what he's worried about?
I don't know. Like I said, I mean, kind of wild, kind of crazy. But we'll see how J. Cole responds to all of this.
Then our friends from Milwaukee College Prep stopped by, Tori.
Hey,
a whole 2 o'clock hour.
powerful.
Great stuff.
Hey, Al Keefe, Dr. Stephanie from City Year, Al Keefe, CEO of Milwaukee College Prep. Great program, two powerful programs working to actually better the climate for education in the youth. I appreciated them coming through, especially when we talk about some of the things that are going on with the youth and how we can add some solutions. I loved it. That was a beautiful interview.
Yeah, we got a lot of answers. You got our answers on bullying and the teen takeover story. I thought it was really insightful from both of them.
Yeah, especially the stuff that we've been talking about on the show. These are two highly skilled professionals, and like I said, I wish them the best. And as they continue forward, whatever I can do to help, they got my hands.
100%. And then in hour 3, Tori, boy, do we hit a lot of stories. Let's start here. MPS budget crisis. They've kind of figured it out, I guess. They're not going to cut as many jobs, but it still feels like MPS's finances are in disarray.
Well, the finances is in disarray. They got a bad budget going on. Bad budget, $47 million in debt. Okay, so they're going to have to make some cuts. But I'm hearing that some principals got their jobs back. And, so it was a little give and take right there, but it's still a bad budget. And when you inherit a bad budget as a superintendent, sometimes you can't kick the can down the road. You got to make the tough call. I'm not going to push back on none of this.
It's tough to be the person in charge. I think we've talked about it before, Tori.
I'm wondering, can we get the referendum money back?
I don't think so.
Okay, I mean, if we can get the referendum, we got to put the referendum back on the thing because we didn't get nothing that they promoted. If you voted for the referendum, I didn't vote yes on the referendum. But what I'm saying is, a lot of people got voters' remorse because they feel like they've been lied to,
got bamboozled.
Yeah, so
the one thing I'm going to take away from this show, Tori, is your quote saying everybody wants to be the man, right? We've talked about this a ton.
Everybody want to be her. Everybody want to be him. Yeah.
And now that you are that for the superintendent of MPS, like this is a tough job. You got to make some hard decisions.
And she's getting that paycheck too for $400,000. Hey, it ain't. It's easy to make cuts when you got a $400,000 paycheck coming in.
I sleep well at night.
Hey.
Then we talked a little bit about...
Paying her well to make the tough decision.
The flock camera story, we knew it was going to be a problem. We didn't think it was going to be this big of a problem. It seems like nobody can keep their hands off of looking at these flock cameras.
Look, I don't know what's up with these flock cameras and these police officers. They got too much power. And you see an officer with a badge and you think that they're there to protect and serve. Hey, they there to spy on their ex. They trying to make sure that their ex ain't creeping while they working the third shift or while they working the night shift. Hey, it ain't a lot of trust in the relationship, sound like it to me, but at the end of the day, you still got to be professional. Now, I don't know what the second officer did. They didn't reveal what he put in the search. I'm wondering what he was searching. They didn't even want to talk about it.
These job interviews, Tori, to get these jobs, it almost has to be like, are you single? Are you happily single?
I don't know.
Because we can't have anybody creeping on their ex-wives.
Hey.
It's just crazy.
Hey, look, if I'm working late and I think somebody might be trying to cheat on me, why not go in the flock camera and see what's going on?
I'll tell you, the type of dude I am, Tori? I'm looking at my Papa John's order. I'm trying to figure out, how close is that car coming?
Well, they got the map on the Uber Eats.
Yeah, but sometimes
you say it ain't accurate. It ain't accurate on the Uber Eats.
You know what is accurate? The flock cameras. I know exactly where they're driving.
Wow.
We also talked about the ghost tow trucks, Tori. It seems like more and more cars are getting grabbed in the city of Milwaukee.
Well, that's sad because I always thought you needed a title to get a vehicle off the street. Now you can just get a fake bill of sales, a fake ID, and go and sell a car for $300 to $400. That's crazy. I thought that, we had this conversation and somebody called in, yeah, you need a title to get the car. I said, I kind of said no because all they said is this guy had a bill of sales and an ID. Well, I'll be happy when somebody start going to jail for this and they shut down these scrap yards for doing this. It sounds like a whole operation that's a gray area where you can kind of probably make some money. I don't know. It's a scam. Another scam. Well, look, I appreciate everybody for tuning in to the show today. We got 2 days left. 2 days left to Friday. Get your mixtape. Send in your email. We're going to send you the mixtape. And I guess at 6 o'clock, it'll be going on the Truth site, the Tory Lowe Show mixtape. Hey, look, I appreciate everybody for chiming in. Another powerful chat. Salute to everybody that called in to add to the conversation. Hey, look, I appreciate everybody in Truth Nation. Look, don't worry about what the next step is. Just kind of let it be, grow into it. And as we keep it moving, we're going to do even more as we move on. I appreciate you. Keep your head on a swivel. Green don't always mean go. And look both ways before you cross the streets. I love you. Dr. Ken Harris.